the anthem we just played, where and how it came about. That is the identity of the Biafran people. Like every other people have their own identity. The Yoruba governors of the southwest of Nigeria, they play their Yoruba anthem when they are having meeting. They don't play Nigerian anthem. So we are playing our own anthem as Biafrans. Welcome everyone for joining. Please, as you join, you share the program so that others can be able to join. Just share and like so that others can be able to join. We've come again to continue the awareness and to drag out some people that are sleeping. Yes, it's time you wake up, because if you don't wake up, you're all gone. All right? We salute our leaders that have lived before us, that walked the path of freedom and gave us a sense of reasoning that Biafra is worth fighting for, and that there is a freedom which we have to fight for. If not, the terrorists will all take us all out. Our heads will become fried meat inside plates for the terrorists to play with. We thank God for giving them to us. Though they are past and gone, but their memories live on forever. What we do in life echoes in history, and what our leaders of past did in life echoes in history and continue to sing and continue to embolden us and to remind us the reason why we must continue. We see that Nigerian government are already afraid of any upcoming protest. But we need to tell them that they should be ready, because it will happen, and it will happen very, very soon. Because those that understand the reason of freedom will fight for that freedom. And those that care less will prefer to remain as cowards, while the terrorists will invade their communities and cut off heads. And they will continue to wallow in their stupidity and cry and cry and cry. I salute all Biafrans. And I salute our leaders that are in prison. Mazi Simon Ekpa, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are all in prison for all of us because of Biafra. We pray for God to continue to embolden them, strengthen them, and give them all they need to stand on this very cause to the very end. To our BDF, we salute all of you. Without all of you, all this bombing and taking over of communities in northern parts and middle belt of Nigeria would have happened in Biafra land. And our own case would have been worse, because we don't have leaders that have brain cells in their head that is working. All the things in their brain is damaged. It is only money, how to betray, how to sign paper and bring more terrorists so that they will get paid, how to sign document for Mazi Simon Ekpa to be kidnapped, how to place bounty on his head, how to place bounty on the head of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how to kill, how to maim, how to destroy all Biafrans. That is the only thing that the governors we have and knows how to do best, and the leaders that we have. They know no other thing. So without our BDF, it would have been hell for the Biafran people. It would have been hell for the Biafran people without our BDF. So we salute our BDF for what they are doing and what they will continue to do. Our BDF commanders and generals are all intact. They are waxing strong and they are doing the needful. Those that announce that they have eliminated all of them, let them continue to wallow in stupidity. You can imagine the Nigerian government coming out in the media to give a press briefing, and they say Nigerian defense is giving a press briefing that they call them, they say they have eliminated General Argento, they have eliminated General Butus. Chai! Oh my God. If Nigeria can lie by standing up without mincing words and show their face while they are reading the script, they're not even ashamed. They're not ashamed to say, what if, as they are reading the script now, Gento just grant a press briefing from the defense headquarters of Biafra? Or what if Butuso just grant a press briefing? And all of you have heard our generals speak and lived on since after that. So they can continue to follow in their stupidity. It's none of our business. But what must happen must happen. Salute everyone. I salute our APM and I salute the entire cabinet of BRGIE and all Biafrans who are doing it for by supporting financially and otherwise. Please intensify your support because 2026 is very challenging and we have a lot of things to do. As our challenge increases, so is yes. Come down from the fence because sitting on the fence will only prone you to be picked by stray bullets. Stray bullets that are flying can easily pick people that are on the fence seated. But if you're down to join forces with those that are fighting, you will not be that person on the fence that the stray bullet will pick out. So come down and join forces and let us do this once and for all. Because the zoo is on the suicidal slide and it is happening. Keep your personal ego aside and your disagreement aside. It is time to come and do what you have yearned for many years now. Let's do it and then finish what we've started. I salute everyone and thank you all for joining. As you join, please remember to share. Share, so that others can come in. All right. If you don't join the protest today, if you're not ready to protest today, and you're not ready to protest tomorrow, you're not ready to protest any longer, then just be ready to see that the template that was implemented in Iran will be implemented in your Nigeria. So just get ready. Because what is happening in Iran today that has engulfed Iran for many years, now the Iranians are trying to shake it off. And it's very late. You know when they say it is too late to claim? It's too late to claim to the point because this thing has been on for many years and they've turned deaf ears to it. They try to do as if it is not very important. But it has eaten them up, eaten them up, eaten them up, eaten them up to the point that they now say enough is enough. But now that they are saying enough is enough, these people have implemented all their caliphate in the defense, so in the security, so in the police, so in the Air Force, the Navy, in the power sector, even in educational sector, religious sector, everywhere. It is the same thing that Nigerian government have taken time to do since when you heard that they did the amendment of 1999 Constitution. That was when they brought in the Sharia law into the Constitution. And all of you have just been shying away from it. You don't pay attention to it, you don't take it serious. But that Sharia law in the Nigerian Constitution is what gave the lead and the embodiment to these terrorists. For one set of people in Nigeria to have the power, the monopoly in their hands, to now go village to village, assemble people, and then slaughter them, cut off heads of babies, women, and children, without anybody doing anything about it. Why? Because they have institutionalized the thing inside their constitution. Who allowed it to happen? They made way for it, they paved way for it. While our useless governors in the south are shouting, let us restructure Nigeria, these terrorists in power, the caliphate, already restructured Nigeria by putting a tool that will be useful for them when they want to strike. And they have been using it to strike. Since they have been using it to strike, what have you done? Nothing. You've not done anything. Now, let us read something. What we are going to read here now is how UN gave this Sharia and Jihad power inside the United Nations Council. I want to ask you a question. If the United Nations Council or Committee have given this kind of power to Christianity, or if they have given this kind of power to the Judaism, or if they have given this kind of power to the Buddhists, or if they have given this kind of power to the traditional religion, or if they have given this kind of power to the kind of worshipping settings that the Chinese people use, or some of the Asian countries, why will United Nations sign memorandum of understanding integrating Islamic Jihad Sharia law ethics into the United Nations Council and giving them the power to now implement Sharia and Jihad? Are you people understanding what is happening? Do you now see the root of all the problems that people are having? When United Nations Secretary Antonio Guterres visited Nigeria in 2020 or thereabout, 2022, and said he is endorsing Nigerian government with the process of radicalization and reintegration of repentant Boko Haram terrorists into the Nigerian military formations. As at then, they were saying reintegration into the community. They did not make you to understand that the reintegration goes wide into the military formations of Nigeria. They told you it is reintegration into the community. United Nations Secretary went to Nigeria to say so. This now gave the lead to the Nigerian army to now recruit Boko Haram terrorists and put inside the Nigerian army, the Air Force, the Navy, the police, and everything. Today, they are part and parcel of the military formation of Nigeria. Before we go on to read the scandalous act of United Nations, let us read what came out from the Nigerian soldiers. They say exclusive. This is a reportage from Sahara Reporters. Nigerian soldiers in Northeast demand end to repentant terrorist integration. Link deadly attacks to leaks. They say the soldier further alleged that recent attacks on troops were linked to leaked operational details, adding that most of the recent attacks were due to the leaked information of a strategy by these repentant terrorists, Boko Haram, who are inside their military formations. So Nigerian soldiers battling Boko Haram insurgents in the Northeast have renewed calls on military authorities and all levels of government to halt the integration of so-called repentant terrorists into the security services, alleging that the policy has caused insider leaks and deadly attacks. A military source who spoke to Sahara Reporter said frontline troops have begun a fresh appeal to their superiors, warning that the continued absorption of former insurgents is compromising operations. According to the source, in our camps now, we soldiers don't trust these former Boko Haram members. In fact, we have started distancing ourselves from them. They have their different places they sleep, the source said. The source continued. We discovered recently that our operation and movement are being leaked to Boko Haram fighters, and nobody will do that if not those repentant terrorists with us inside the barracks or in the camp. They are the ones selling us out now. This is why soldiers are appealing to the top commanders to stop forcing us to work with these people. We don't trust them. The soldier further alleged that recent attacks on troops were linked to leaked operational details, adding that most of the recent attacks, like the recent report published by Sahara reporters, were due to the leaked information of a strategy by these repentant terrorists to Boko Haram. Last week, Sahara reporters reported that no fewer than 9 Nigerian soldiers were confirmed killed following an explosion involving improvised explosive devices near Gubbio in Borno State. A top military source provided details of the incident to Sahara reporters during an exclusive interview. The military source confirmed that investigation revealed that the explosives were planted by Boko Haram. The source explained that the soldiers were traveling from Maiduguri town when the deadly incident occurred. According to the source, while coming from Maiduguri town on Saturday, they stopped at one camp on the road in order for them to continue their journey on Sunday. Past opposition to terrorist integration. In October 2025, some soldiers in northeastern Nigeria accused the government-backed repentant insurgents of leaking critical military strategies, positions, and weapon details to their former commanders. The soldiers, who are currently serving in multiple bases across the northeast, described the policy of integrating Boko Haram terrorists into military operations as a deadly mistake that continues to cost lives. One of the personnel told Sahara reporters that the so-called repentant fighters routinely briefed terrorist leaders about Nigerian army movement and plans before major attacks. So, Boko Haram attack any military camp in the northeast. They already know how we operate. These repentant fighters tell them everything, the soldiers said during an interview in 2025. They expose how many men we deploy at the gate or entrance, the kind of weapons we carry, the daily routine in the camp. He added that the leaks had made many soldiers extremely vulnerable. They tell Boko Haram that every evening between 2 p.m. to 7 p.m., all soldiers must return to camp for what we call stand to, the period when we observe enemy movement. They also tell them where our armory is located and where we keep rifles, GP, GMPGs, RPGs, PKTs, and hand grenade and bombs, the source said. According to the soldier, the sabotage also extends to logistics and supplies. They even tell them where our food stores is so that when Boko Haram attacks, they can cut away our food to starve us because we load food monthly. A dangerous alliance between troops and ex-insurgents disguised as repentant fighters, integrated into the military formation by the Nigerian government. This is what it has become. And if you have your brother still serving in this useless thing they call Nigerian army, call them to go home. Because it's either the terrorists will eliminate them, or the terrorists will eliminate them while in the battlefield. Or they will eliminate them while they are sleeping in the camp. Send a message. This is what the Nigerian military formations is like now, mixed up with Boko Haram terrorists and those that their parents actually saw them go and fill form and recruit and say they are going to join Nigeria military formations, not knowing that you're then going to go and mix up with the Boko Haram terrorists. And that is why you don't know who is the real Nigerian person that went to join Nigerian army and the terrorists of Boko Haram, because they are one and the same together. They will influence them, and everything that is happening to one will happen to the other. But one will be on the advantage because that one is a spy working to sabotage the rest of this one. Now, this is what is happening in Nigerian army. Now, how did it get to this point? They started by putting them into the constitution, right? Okay. They put in Sharia and Jihad into the constitution. Now, let us go to the UN National Assembly or the Security Council. It's a political and peace building affairs. And this is reading New York, 24 July 2025. So UN and OIC cooperation critical to advancing peace and stability. ASG, Kiari tells Security Council. Nigeria, this man is telling you that for United Nations and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation to have a memorandum of understanding and to bring them into the Security Council, the UN Security Council, that it is needed so that they will now be the ones to decide and do things and run show. This is why you now see that Donald Trump is pulling out America out of many of these bodies and corporations in the UN, because the last meeting I watched, there was one last meeting I watched. I saw that Sierra Leone representative was the president of the Security Council. I watched another one. It was a Somalia representative that was the president of the Security Council. I was asking myself, I said, is it Somalia that now sit at the Security Council? And what the person was doing was he aided the Security Council as the president that day to criticize who? America. And criticize Israel for making a bold step in recognizing Somaliland. Then the person that sits in the Security Council that day to chair the event is a Somalia. Hey, when you now see a Somalia, you now see a Sierra Leone, or you now see a Nigerian, or you now see somebody from Sierra Leone or Ghana or Senegal or Mali seated on the Security Council to the president of the Security Council. How can a puppet who cannot save his babies, women, and children be heading a Security Council meeting? What is he going to do? Is he going to decide ways and manners of how America, who has all the weapons, who manufactures the weapons, or Israel, who manufactures weapons and know what to use on human and not to use? Are they going to be the one to preside and to decide, or to head the meeting, to go in a way that they take a resolution that this is what, which way, if they are to say, let us make use of this weapon? Is there any weapon that Somalia they produce? Is there any weapon that Sierra Leone they produce or Nigeria they produce? Is there any weapon that Guinea-Bissau is producing? You bring a puppet, you put to sit down as the chairman or president of Security Council, so that whatever script that UK is writing and giving to them, they will read. Whatever script China is writing and giving to them, they will read. Whatever script Russia is reading and giving to them, they will read. No wonder on the 18th of September 2025, when they held the Security Council and they voted for whether one world power, one world nonsense, all of them in the Security Council of 14 countries voted yes. Only America voted no, because they all knew what they had planned. Only America voted. So how will somebody that does not know how to secure their babies, women, and children, or to take care of their own borders, be the one to be seated as president of the Security Council in the UN Assembly? Now, let me read what is here so that everybody can follow me. UN and OIC cooperation critical to advancing peace and stability. ASG, Kyari tells Security Council. This is how you have seen that Sharia and Jihad have expanded and had upper hand in Africa, Asia, Middle East, and everywhere. That even Iranian dictator now is massacring people and nobody can touch them except America. Because the UN empowered the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. The United Nations, just like Nigerian government, carried Sharia and Jihad and put inside the constitution. The same thing the United Nations carried Sharia and Jihad and put inside the United Nations Security Council Charter. Bring them in and then give them power of autonomy. So because if you sit back to be asking, you say, when did all these things start and how did it come to be? You have to go and start checking something. Okay, let me read. New York, dated 24 July 2025. Mr. President, members of the Security Council, I thank you for the opportunity to address the Council on the long-standing cooperation between the United Nations and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, OIC, in maintaining international peace and security. Now, the opportunity to address the Council on the long-standing cooperation between the United Nations Security Council and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation in maintaining international peace and security. Can anybody read a publication like this for me, where you now hear that there is a long-standing cooperation between the United Nations Security Council and Christianity? Can you read another one where you see that there is a long-standing security cooperation between the Jewish community and United Nations? Can you see one that says about Buddhism and United Nations? Can you see one that says Hindus and United Nations? Can you see the one that thought for yourself before? Organization for Islamic Cooperation brings together economic, cultural, and religious constituency. Its voice carries considerable weight in some of the world's conflict affected situations, just like they have used their voice to cause the massacre of Israelis in October 7th. And they now took over Hamas and killed the indigenous people of Hamas. Are you seeing what is going on there? Chai. A voice carries considerable weight in some of the world's conflict affected situations, just like what they are doing in Iran, just like how they have conquered Nigeria now. The United Nations values this partnership not only as a matter of institutional cooperation, but as an essential component of our effort to promote durable peace, inclusive governance, and respect for international and human rights law. They are calling respect for international and human rights law. I want to ask, does cutting off heads of babies, women, and children, raping women, raping men, raping animals, is it part of the human rights law and international law and respect? Is it part of the inclusive governance and respect for international and human rights law which these terrorist people practice? Is it part of it? The answer is no. But they are playing double standards here because it is not about all this grammar you see them speak here. It is all about the agenda of jihad and sharia, which they have come to implement. The United Nations OIC cooperation spans a broad range of country-specific and thematic areas. The biennial UN-OIC General Cooperation Meeting, mandated by the General Assembly, serves as a vital platform, bringing together senior representatives of our two organizations. Did you hear that? To take stock of our cooperation and discuss ways to enhance it strategically. They have to bring members of the UN and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation to take stock of cooperation and discuss how they will destroy the world, how they will destroy America, how they will destroy Israel, how they will destroy Nigeria, how they will destroy any way that they see that will stand as a threat against jihad and Israel. So they have to start penetrating from UN. Is it the exact thing that you see that happened in Nigerian constitution? They have to go to the constitution first and implant Sharia and jihad in the constitution so that they will now have the power when they start cutting off your heads. They will tell you they are members of the UN Security Council. They will sit down. They will tell you they have memorandum of understanding. They sit down to be ready for you. Are you getting the point? That is why it is hard for some of you now to fight the terrorists back in Nigeria, because you see that when you kill the terrorists coming to kill your babies, rape your families, Nigerian government will now arrest you and lock you up and pronounce you death sentence by hanging. Because why? You have defended yourself against the terrorists. They have given these terrorists power to carry out the jihad inside Nigerian constitution. So that is why when they now take you to court, the Nigerian judge will pronounce death by hanging to you that defended yourself against the terrorists that is using Sharia and other things that the constitution to kill you. And they went as far as implementing and drafting and drawing this into the United Nations Security Council as well. In the context of today's complex geopolitical landscape and challenging financial environment, This meeting assumes increased relevance and urgency. Mr. President, in the Middle East, the United Nations and the OIC have long shared common objectives in seeking a lasting and comprehensive resolution to the question of Palestine. Most recently, the United Nations and the OIC organized the annual Joint Conference on the question of Jerusalem. Did you see how these people? Did you see how United Nations came into a memorandum and they even held a meeting against the question of Jerusalem? Did you see how far they went? Hey, let me read it again. Most recently, the United Nations and the OIC organized the annual joint conference on the question of Jerusalem. They held it in Dakar on 9th July of 2025. The United Nations also appreciates the OIC and the League of Arab States for endorsing the recovery and reconstruction plan for Gaza through their joint ministerial committee. This plan reinforced the collective push for a just and comprehensive solution rooted in relevant United Nations resolutions. The upcoming ministerial meeting to support the two-state solution. Two-state solution. Congratulations to Nigeria in the comment section. Co-chaired by France and Saudi Arabia is key to highlighting international consensus around these goals and reaffirming the principles sustaining the two-state solution. This was in the case of Hamas and Israel when they wanted to give Hamas terrorists a state of recognition and we call it Palestine. In Lebanon, the United Nations maintained regular engagement with the OIC in support of the country's stability and recent regional tensions. The OIC consistent political backing for Lebanon and movement, particularly in Afghanistan. The OIC is a key partner in our effort for a coherent and structured engagement with the de facto authorities in the framework of the UN Convention Doha process. The OIC has also played an important role in supporting the human rights of Afghan women and girls through dialogue with the de facto authorities, drawing on its unique position as a collective and credible voice of the Muslim world. The OIC is also a vital leading voice in support of the Rohingya, highlighting the need to address the root causes of their displacement and to create conditions for their safe, voluntary, dignified, and sustainable return to Myanmar, including the right of citizenship. The United Nations welcomes the continued coordination between the Special Envoy of the Secretary General on Myanmar and the OIC in Sudan. After more than 2 years of relentless fighting, the warring parties agreed to continue the OIC supports the international mediation efforts, including the National Envoy Lamamra, remain highly valuable as efforts continue to find a resolution that will prevent further disasters and return Sudan to the path of peace. The United Nations welcomes that the ceasefire between Israel and Iran continues to hold. All international actors should speak with one voice in presence upon the two countries to agree to the ceasefire. The OIC resolution of Iran made at the 51st session of its Council of Ministers last month in Istanbul to establish an open-ended ministerial contact group on de-escalation to work towards a peaceful settlement of the conflict is a valuable contribution to international and UN efforts in this regard. Across contexts such as the Sahel, Syria, and Yemen, OIC member states have lent important support to UN efforts to advance peace and security. Mr. President, make una listen to the main issue here. Mr. President, we appreciate the OIC cooperation in addressing global challenges that transcend borders
and the military. As Islamophobia continues to affect far too many people around the world and demands attention. We appreciate the leading role the OIC plays in confronting the rise of Islamophobia and all forms of religious intolerance. The United Nations stands against all forms of hatred and discrimination and firmly believes that diversity in all its forms only makes society stronger. The Secretary General's recent appointment of Mr. Miguel Moratinos as Special Envoy to combat Islamophobia reflects the United Nations' determination to intensify effort on this important issue in cooperation with the OIC and other partners. But we did not hear the United Nations Secretary appoint another person to head a special convoy to combat Christian genocide. We only heard them elect somebody as special envoy to combat Islamophobia. Do you see the double standards of UN? The United Nations and the OIC also cooperate on electoral matters through their long-standing and active partnership in this area. We have jointly implemented several capacity development initiatives in recent years. These have included co-organizing trainings on election observation and promoting women's participation in electoral and political processes for OIC members. Our partnership has also included staff exchange programs aimed at strengthening cooperation and sharing experience and good practices on electoral matters. Our joint effort in countering terrorism, this is where the big bomb is. Our joint effort in countering terrorism and preventing violent extremism continue to develop. Just imagine the people that they say they are joining effort to counter terrorism and preventing violent extremism. The people that are actually the terrorists are telling you that they are joining efforts to counter terrorism. Hey! Hello, man. We can read them again. Our joint effort in countering terrorism and preventing violent extremism continue to develop. Following the signing of a memorandum of understanding in March 2024, the United Nations Office of Counter-Terrorism and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation have advanced right-based approaches through technical assistance, parliamentary engagement, and strategic dialogue. Oh my God. Do you now see how these Sharia people and Jihad people have information and can strike from any country? Do you now get the point? Okay. United Nations say they are giving them joint efforts to work as Security Council. What is different from what I just read here now and what was done in Nigeria when they said the Nigerian government is recruiting Meyeti Allah to be part of the security forces to work with Nigerian Army, Air Force, Navy, and police in combating insecurity? What is different from here? See, when you read one from United Nations Council, you see it implemented in Nigeria. It transcends down to Nigeria. What is it actually happening? They brought these same people to form a Bubagu under Buhari. The same playbook they brought to form a Bubagu under Buhari. What was it for? To come in and be reducing you in numbers slowly. So that when you make move for Biafra, they will use those group that has been integrated with their terrorists to stop you and block you left, right, center. Let me read this thing again. Our joint effort in countering terrorism and preventing extremism continue to develop. Following the signing of a memorandum of understanding in March 2024,
the United Nations Office of Counter-Terrorism, and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation have advanced right-based approaches through technical assistance, parliamentary engagement, and strategic dialogue. Hey! Hello, man. Boko Haram, Islamic jihadist terrorists. They are the ones being part and parcel of United Nations Security Council. They are the ones sharing intelligence. The main terrorists are the ones telling you they are countering and fighting terrorism. They are developing a plan. Hey! That is why all the genocide happening in Nigeria, United Nations will turn blind eyes to it. They will not talk about it, but they will come there to be talking about Hamas. Come there to talk about Israel. They come there to talk about Palestinian states. Mr. President, in a world beset by interconnected challenges that continue to grow and multiply, we must pursue every advantage and leverage every instrument we have at our disposal to deliver meaningful and lasting impact, consistent with our shared commitment to peace and security. Imagine. By joining forces, by joining forces with Jihad and Sharia, the United Nations and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation are helping to reinvigorate multilateralism and restore trust in our institutions as we move forward with the implementation of the Pact for the Future. Hi! The United Nations Organization of Islamic Cooperation Partnership will remain critical to diffuse tensions, advance sustainable peace, reinforce multilateral norms and principles, and promote equitable and sustainable development. Hi! Oh my God. These are people that preaches that Islam must conquer the world, that Islam must conquer America, that America must be totally conquered and become Islamic country. And then the United Nations Security Council is now telling you that they are coming into a memorandum of understanding with the Islamic terrorist organizations. They'll be sharing intelligence, they'll be rubbing minds together. And they signed memorandum of understanding. Do you now understand why Donald Trump is pulling America out of many of the pacts from United Nations? Because United Nations has become a body that is aiding Islamic jihad and Sharia. That is what it has become. So it is on this very note that you see that many Christians that defend themselves against the terrorists that cut off the heads of their babies, women, and children, they will now detain them. Like recently, we saw Deacon Donnelly. We saw Zidane. Solomon Zidane is one of those that tried to defend himself, just like Sunday Jackson. And then Nigerian government arrested Solomon Zidane and said they must hang him to death because of defending himself against the terrorists that came to kill and rape his people. And it is just stop there. The world are listening, and Nigerians are keeping quiet, and you don't see them hit the streets. You think that when it is done with Solomon, that you will not be the next person? You will be the next person. When it is done with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when it is done with Biafra people, when it is done with Sunday Jackson, you will be the next person. When it was done with Deborah Samuel, has there not been more other people since then? That's why we tell you that the survivors of today are victims of tomorrow in Nigeria. That's why we are taking time to remind some of you all these things. That you need to wake up and start your protest now. Because you protest, you win. You don't protest, the Boko Haram terrorists, they will still kill you. And nobody will say anything about it. Why? Because they have already given them the go-ahead. They've given them the license. Did you see how far they went in giving them the license? They gave them this license from United Nations Security Council. The Nigerian government also gave them the license in the Nigerian constitution. So you are locked in between. Now, the Iranians are protesting. And when the Iranians started the protest, they got the attention of Donald Trump. Donald Trump said they should continue. He's paying attention. Now, they have killed thousands of Iranians, according to the report. The Iranian government have shut down electricity and internet. Yesterday, I was explaining something. They own the country and they have mounted control of the power sector. That is the electricity plant. So even if Elon Musk mounts the largest and the biggest Starlink satellite network to supply free internet to Iran for the next 3 months, without you having power supply to charge your phone, to put on your television, to put on your laptop, or to charge it, or to even charge your power bank, there is no how you can use the internet that is given to you free of charge. Because the terrorist regime of Iran took time to take control of the electrical power plants, to take control of the military formations, to take control of the constitution, to take control of the judiciary, to take control of the executive, to take control of all branches and all arms of government. Before you see this thing getting to the neck of the Iranian people now that they say they cannot bear it anymore, enough is enough, because they have bear the brunt for many years. So while you continue to give Nigeria and these jihadis and terrorist people the time frame to advance and to gain more momentum and to destroy more and to dig in more and to garner more power, it is getting too late. Now that America is swinging into action on saying that Iran are protesting, and Iranians did not say America come and bomb terrorists like on the 25th of December and they bomb in Nigeria before they started off. They've had it to their neck before now. The last time America bombed Iran, I think that was their nuclear power plant, which they did a joint operation with Israel. But America has come to bomb Nigeria terrorists that kidnap people and kill you and you pay ransom every day. And that was a Christmas gift on the 25th of December. Up till now, we don't see you guys hit the streets of Nigeria. But Iranians did not see Donald Trump do the same for them on the 25th. But they are already on the street looking for their freedom. And that alone now has emboldened Donald Trump to see that these people need freedom and they are ready for freedom. And they want it by fire, by force. And he's giving them assurance that help is on the way, that they should hold the stand. They should hold it on. They should not slack. That help is on the way. And it is happening. It is coming. It is coming. Now, what you all prefer to do is to be watching BB Niger, watching Nollywood movies, playing the new music of Davido and Flavor and P Square and every musician in Nigeria, and watching Nigerian football in African Cup of Nations. The terrorists don't go to watch the football. While you are busy looking for football to watch, they are advancing in your forest. They are planning of way to attack the next. And now there is a message which they gave as a threat warning to the people of Oyo State that they are coming to invade Oyo State starting from 20th of January. And I have not seen you people hit the streets of Nigeria. I've not also seen people hit the street of Nigeria to even say thank you to Donald Trump. You know, at times I say, Donald Trump, you need to allow these people in Nigeria to be massacred because they are ungrateful people. They don't want freedom. Yes, because the same Donald Trump that no other country citizens have criticized worst is the one helping the Nigerian people that have criticized Donald Trump like shit. They are very ready to pick every nonsense write-up and interpretation that their government of the day portrays to them. How can there be evidence of genocide? And as we tell it to the US Congress, they see it. They interview live witnesses, victims, families, and they see raw videos. And then the foreign minister of Nigeria came to America to sit down and lie and call American president a liar that is working on false narrative and false figures that there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. And all of you follow suit. Oh, Donald Trump, there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. It is the other people that are giving you fake news. Oh. When the US officials then went to Nigeria and unveiled that over 600,000 people are in Benue State, that they should tell us what necessitated them to land in IDP camps. Who sent them out of their land? Who take over the land? The Nigerian government up to today has not said it. And the Mumu citizens that were defending and attacking Donald Trump and attacking BRGIE, they can't say anything now. That is why they are shamed. They shame them to even come out to say, Donald Trump, thank you. So even if Donald Trump comes back to bomb the next set of terrorism, I think it will not do them any good. I would rather say Donald Trump should keep their weapons, their taxpayers' money of America, and use it to kill terrorists for those that cares, those that values. Because Nigerians don't value what he is doing for them. Take it to the Iranian citizens. Go and kill the terrorists there for them. Because those Iranian citizens appreciate you. Even before or without you going, they have already started appreciating you and they are calling on you to come because they know what you can deliver. But Nigerians, you did the first one for them. What did you get back in return? Prejudice, propaganda, blackmail, and slander. You did not get anything good like appreciation. You are all supposed to be hitting the street. You hear that terrorists is giving you quick notice in your own land or your state that they are coming to kill you. I've not seen any action. I've not seen any plan of protest. And then today, we hear that the terrorists are evicting people from Sokoto community. And I want all of you to understand something. For the terrorists to have the power to evict people from Sokoto community, Sokoto community in Sokoto State. In Sokoto State, though, then we hear that the seat of the caliphate is in Sokoto. The Sultan of Sokoto is in Sokoto. All the sultans and the Ogakbatakbata of the Sharia and Jihad, they are all in Sokoto. The first bomb that was dropped on the terrorists by America was dropped in Sokoto because that is the headquarters. Where the bomb was dropped is some people downplayed what actually happened because Nigerian government deceived all of you with wrong reportage. The place where American government dropped that bomb was the headquarters of the terrorists. When they will finish having their meeting with Sultan of Sokoto and all their imams, that is the next headquarters before they now dispatch to every other places in the northern part of Nigeria. So before America decided to bomb that place, that is the concentration point. That is where the power point is. And then I am connecting something here for you all now. Since you saw this video, that terrorists have seized the community and they are evacuating people from the community. And they are even giving the people time to pack their things and run out of the community. Have you seen Sultan of Sokoto come to say anything? Sultan of Sokoto should be coming to the media to say, in the same Sokoto that I am inside? Have you seen him come to say anything? Okay. But this is Sokoto, right? Okay. Where is the protest going to start in Nigeria? And when will the protest start? Nigerians, Biafrans, where is the protest and when is the protest going to start in Nigeria? If you are waiting for American government to come and drop another bomb for you, American government will drop another bomb when they see that the terrorists are 1,000 is sunk. Donald Trump Department of War split foot soldiers to come down into your communities, to now come eliminating the dispersed terrorists that will now be running into your communities, come and kill all of you. That is why they say, heaven help those who help themselves. Because Donald Trump is doing a favor to useless people. Yes. I tell you, if not because of the Christians, I just thought that I wish that this northern region of Nigeria, that there were no Christians there. It could be only all of them. that used to hit their head on the ground and pray and carry out their book of killing. To say that all of them, there is no Christian there. I go say, Donald Trump, I beg, carry this your weapon. Come and give us as defense mechanism in Biafra land or in the south, so that when they are coming, we use it to wage war. Now, just because of the lives of the innocent Christians that are there, heaven help those who help themselves. As Trump is dropping the weapons on over 1,000 terrorists, how are you moving in to eliminate the remaining terrorist foot soldiers? How? Trump dropped weapons on terrorists, and then Nigeria get cold. Nigeria get cold. Look at when Trump dropped weapons on the nuclear plants of Iran. Look at how Iranians were happy. Look at what happened in Venezuela when they captured the narcotic leader. Everybody got happy. But when I own, they say they drop bomb on terrorists. Everybody begin to go to do party. Everywhere get cold. We are calling on all of you to wake up. Yes, wake up, everybody. Prepare and do your protest now. The time to do that your protest is now. That NSAS protest that you people did, that you ran into the Indomie warehouse, you abandoned protest, decided to go and start barbing hair, decided to go and cook Indomie and eat on the streets. All of you now go and start doing P Square music, started doing show. You started doing show inside protest that you go. Learn from the Venezuelans and the Iranian citizens. When they embark on their protest, do you see them go and cook Indomie to eat? Do you see them go and start playing P Square music or the video music or Yaya music? Do you see them go and start doing all that nonsense? Oh, on our own, everything must always be upside down. Some people will go to enter people's shop to go and break and start picking things. Instead of you to focus on government structured properties, you're going to focus on private people properties. You never finish dealing with the government. They go deal with a poor citizen like you. Because many of you had eyes on the properties of those poor people who get shops before. So when protest now came, it was opportunity for you to go and loot phones, opportunity to go and loot mattress, opportunity to go and loot a bag of rice, opportunity to go and loot Indomie, opportunity to go and loot a cooking gas, opportunity to go and loot television, opportunity to go and loot a refrigerator. You cannot go and loot the refrigerator from government house. You cannot go and set fire on government house. In a popular uprising, which is a revolution, just what you see that is happening in Iran. The Molotov that President Mikano was advising people that when you are doing a revolution or a popular uprising, you need to make use of a Molotov. Is it not the Molotov that you see the Iranians using? Is it not? Oh my God. Is it not the Molotov that you saw the Iranians using? And it worked for them. That is how they are able to set fire on those government cars. That's how they are able to set fire on those government buildings. Every structure that has to do with the government and the facilities, that is how they are able to light up with the Molotov cocktail. That is a popular uprising. That is a protest. As they shoot you, you don't have guns and bullets to also shoot. Use your own improvised nature and manner to also give them mark. No, some of you want to go back and collect money from Tinubu. Some of you want to go back and collect money from Sanwo-Olu. Some of you want to go back and collect money from Wike. So when others are protesting ahead of Aso Rock, others are protesting ahead of National Assembly complex, you see that another set will gather to go and.
Hello, ma. Good evening, ma.
Is that true that Atiku died?
Eh?
I was when Atiku died.
I'm not welcome.
On heard of yesterday on social media.
Let me say.
Alright, Atiku Abubakar, Awahan.
Yeah,
RIP.
Gini name India.
Because he has seen their formidability.
Hey,
He has seen their consistency. And he's also looking up to see whether Nigerians are ready for freedom. He's looking up to see. But he see that they are all useless. I believe you now understand how Sharia law entered Nigerian constitution. That is started from United Nations. Oh my God. This is something that will be shocking to people. And say, so, we don't know how many years they have planned this far and gone this far. So if Donald Trump did not win election in America, that election that these people were doing in the Security Council on the 18th of September, where 14 or 15 countries voted yes, only America voted yes. So that means if President Trump was not the president of America, another president that was there, they would have voted yes also. Where everybody forbid now. Where everybody forbid now. So, like I said, even if Iran will still put on the power supply again, while the protesters are protesting, while they are killing some of them, they can as well still block the signal of the Starlink. They can still block the signal of the Starlink internet that is coming from the satellite through Elon Musk to the people of Iran. I'm just explaining all this so that everyone should understand that what is happening in Iran is prevalent in Nigeria. How many times have you not heard the national grid in Nigeria is down? Nigeria is down. And it will happen when the terrorists are rampaging areas. Nigerian government will bring down the grid and then give easy way for the terrorists to carry out their onslaught. Quite disheartening. I salute all Biafrans. It is time for Nigerians and for Biafrans to start their protest now. If you are ready for freedom, this is not time for you to be jumping around Tinubu, jumping around Peter Obi, jumping around Alex Oti, jumping around Orgies of Kalu jumping around Soludo, jumping around Uzodinma. Have you all suddenly forgotten that it is Uzodinma and Oti and Soludo? And boy, all these criminal terrorist politicians that we have are not Jews of Kalu, all of them we have in the Senate and the ministers. Have you all forgotten that they are the people that signed paper to detain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to imprison him, and to pronounce death sentence to him? Have you all forgotten? Or you love to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu killed, and you forget that the killing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the killing of you as a Biafran. Wake up, Biafrans. Your freedom is in your own hands. Nigerians, if not even for the Christians that are in part of that northern region, I will care less, because you people are very useless. Honestly, you people are very useless, self-centered. Yoruba people are the worst. The Fulanis in the north are even better than Yoruba people. Yoruba people are the people that will take you to the stream and say, let us go and swim. When I can enter the stream together to swim, the water get turbulent. You now see that the Yoruba man is able to walk out before the water get turbulent. And then you're stretching your hand and screaming and say, please help me. You're extending your hand to the Yoruba man to pick you up. He tell you, no, die there. I can't help you. I am going to help only myself and go. And he will even push you into the deeper and deeper part of the stream, where the wave is over turbulent, so that it will be totally swallowed. That is what the Yoruba people are very good at. I salute all Biafrans, and I encourage you all, please support Biafra, support the BDF, support the Biafra government in Nigeria. Visit the website and make your donations. Visit the de facto government and remit your support. Please, the floor is open for those that want to speak. You can come and grab the mic and air your opinion, and you can also ask questions. I'm open to questions, and I'll give you the answers that is necessary. The floor is open to everyone. Emeka Samuel, welcome to the speaker. You're free to speak, please.
Good evening, sirs.
Ndewo.
Ekelele m unu niile.
Ndewo. Go ahead. You have
Because I will speak it in our dialect, in Igbo.
Yeah, but everybody will not understand you. If I were to speak my dialect,
Okay, no problem.
For the past 1 hour now, nobody will understand what I said.
No problem.
So let's go that everybody will understand, because we are here to educate for that.
But although I didn't know the topic we are deliberating on, but
just go ahead with your point. If it is a question, I will address it. If it is something that is out of point, I will also know how to bring it in. Go ahead.
Okay. What I want to address, what I want to ask, because I'm in Nigeria, at Antigua, so I'm very worried in this our struggle. I'm very worried that which time and when are we going to be announced as Somali? They announced Somali. So, and I say that I will one day I will be opportunity to speak in a media like this. Then I will ask that question, because I'm very worried.
also happy when they saw announcement coming from Somali land recognition. And it's also noteworthy for us to learn the step-by-step processes that has brought Somaliland to where they are today. Let me go before I will expatiate to take before we get to the stage where Somaliland got recognized is when we have attended all the steps-by-steps procedures that the Somaliland people have attended. That is the quick and easiest answer. Then let me go down to expatiate on that answer. Somaliland people broke out of Somalia, I think in late 90s or early 90s, when the war broke out in Somalia, when they saw that Somalia is going to a suicidal slide. Then they came up unanimously, the people of that region that formed the Somaliland today now. And then they hold the front and they continue to mount. They started governing themselves and implementing. They went with one voice, one mind, one vision, one goal, and they pursued it. So they've been on for over 35 years in this process. They've established a government, they have control and physical governing presence in their homeland. They are fully in charge. They have their administrations, they have their president, they have their army, they have their police, they have their air force. So what was just waiting for them has been a formal recognition from big and important countries that will give them so much of legitimacy, most especially in terms of security architecture. That's why if America recognizes you or Israel, it means you have advanced. You will have all the security apparatus needed to combat the common threat, the terrorists and these jihad and Sharia people. Okay, the same way that Somaliland broke out of Somalia and they have been fighting on to get this far for over 35 years, is the same thing that Ojukwu with Philip Effiong did in 1967 for the Biafran people. The jihad and the Sharia that you see today, that is killing people now, the same playbook that it happened. The main target eliminated then was the Yoruba and the Middle Belt and the Northerners, just like you see that is happening here now. The numbers of Biafrans that were targeted then were few, only those that were living in the North or Middle Belt or Yoruba lands. But the main target of the jihad then was Middle Belters, Yoruba people, and the Northern Christians, which are very close to them, just like you see, those that are living with them. Because the jihad must stand. It is a caliphate thing that have been on since 1804, when Uthman Dan Fodio brought it to the Sokoto Caliphate. So when it happened, Ojukwu said, oh, this war that is coming, Nigeria is in suicidal slide also, just like it happened in Somalia. Just like the Somalia people now came from their region and decided to come together and gave their voice in one to now have Somaliland. The same way Ojukwu now brought everybody in the whole eastern region and said, we have to fight a common goal to defend ourselves and seclude ourselves or exclude ourselves from these people so that we can be able to have our own home and secure our babies, women, and children. And that takes me back to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, South Sudan fought for 30 years. Then our own, we fought to live for 3 years. Everybody ran away. Because, do you know why? the Somali land people sustain and are successful today that everybody now feels so enthusiastic about their success and their recognition coming out. They stood their ground to fight. The sabotages they had, I don't think it is anything compared to what we had in Ojuku's reign. If the members of the governing council of Ojuku plan to eliminate Ojuku and Philip Effiong, I don't know if there is any highest plan of taking down a government than that. The two people that stood up, which all of us are supposed to give them the support, members of the governing council of Biafra under Ojuku, some of them now design a different thing that they need to take down Ojuku and take down Effiong so that they will return to one Nigeria. So that he will be the one to lead. Ifejuna said he is higher in ranking to Ojuku. Why must it be Ojuku? That he should be the one to lead. You are not the one that started, you're not the one that brought about. Even if you were the one, but there is a setting now. The person that has the highest voice, the person that everyone are listening to, and is taking the control, is Ojuku. Why can't you just humble yourself? Give him all the support. Whether you have a doctorate degree and Ojuku doesn't have, whether you have a professor degree and Ojuku doesn't have, whether you have bachelor in the nonsense that you read in school and then Ojuku doesn't have, but for the fact that Ojuku is the one that the anointed has fallen on him and is doing well, why don't you just give support? No. Members of the governing council of Ojuku decided to sabotage Ojuku and Philip Effiong. The plan was to eliminate Ojuku and Philip Effiong. And when they saw that Philip Effiong was a stumble block to eliminate Ojuku, they now made steps to go and eliminate Philip Effiong first. On planning the execution finish, Rich Day now made they carry him out. God thwarted the plan. And then the whole thing leaked. And then they brought it back to Ojuku. This is how you saw, and this is why you see that our own has not gone to the point that the Somaliland people are in now. Because this level of sabotage is what has destroyed us so far. But we are not backing down. I just brought that up so that people will understand the step by step that Somaliland people went through and the same step that we were supposed to have gone through, but our sabotage destroyed many of our process. That war wouldn't have ended the way it was if there were not so much sabotage from our end going to go and stand with the Nigerian government. We would have gotten maximum support, even with Nigerian terrorist government aligning with Britain. At the point, so that we were taking down all the Nigerian terrorist soldiers that they brought, until they started crying to Britain that they needed the reinforcement, that we are taking them all down. So we were winning the war. But the sabotage from within also contributes to our downslide. So this is what we must understand. Somaliland went through step-by-step processes. When you hear them today, they not sleep yesterday and wake up. It is not 2 years or 3 years. Over 35 years. Thank you, my brother, that came up. And the Biafran Oracle, over to you.
All right, my information minister, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Yeah. So I just want to ask a question, but before the question, I want to say something. Now, it's obvious that the way we see the Biafran Liberation Army as our fighters of our army is the same way every Muslim in Nigeria, both the West and the North, sees these bandits. It is us here that is seeing and calling them terrorists. But over there in the North, over there to all the Muslims, no one is exempted, both in the North and the West, sees these people as their own freedom fighters. You know, they don't see them as terrorists. They don't see what they are doing as bad. So, and now calling for protest in this regard. How do you think it will work? Because now the northern Christians are so, they can't do anything with themselves there right now. And then in the West, you can see that they are divided. And the ones that are Christians, wouldn't want to do anything because they believe that their brother Tinubu is in power. Now, in this equation, it is left with the Biafrans only as the people who could possibly do this protest. So, are we going to wait for these people who are not serious? Also, I just want to understand how will it be, this protest of the thing. Just explain more. Thank you, sir.
I'm coming to answer your question, please. Give me 1 minute. Put the number, you may say something while I come back.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Biafrans. Yes. Honestly, this is the time we need to do what should be done. Anybody who, all protocol observed, please forgive my manners. We need to do everything to get the attention of the leader of the free world, because you see, there's something that will be done. You look as if they are crying more than the bereaved. Our own is very, our problem is complicated. Imagine a place where those who claim to represent you as governors, they don't speak, they don't talk about what is going on in your land. The media don't report it. You see, that situation is dangerous. People will be dying secretly, but no flame. If you check about where there is war in the world, they will not talk about that place. But the place where there is war, the people are not dying the way people are being killed in our land. So what are we going to do to let that attention for the world to know that the people are being killed on a daily basis? That is here what we're talking about. That is where every youth, to me, I've said it, that going to school or opening this thing when your land is under siege, it doesn't make sense to me. But people will see it differently, because it's better to save life first, then later you can go to school. Because if every youth to relax, stop all those things, then you'll be able to think, know what to do to fight for their freedom. If you're looking about the people who think that their person is the president, why you go to those who are leaving the country to desert truly be their Yoruba people, Yoruba girls, your underage girls, their palace state has been deserted, and let them stay. All I'm saying that let them don't stand on our way. Let them, nobody stand on our way, because this one now, because you can see the hatred is too much. The hatred is too much. I don't know. Because if they say that those people who are doing all those things are not Yoruba, why can't the real Yoruba people are not condemning it? They are not condemning it. Okay? Look at what happened in Lagos State, where building burned. Our people, they're calling for help. Why Lagos State government barricaded that place? Free them to get help until 10 people died. 10 Biafrans died in that building among 3 siblings. The hatred is much. Everything Chetima said in audio is happening before our eyes. So that's where the shoe nowhere is paining you. You have to do something. We can't continue looking at those who maybe they don't know their plan. Okay? We that don't need Nigeria don't need us. We don't need them. We have to leave. We don't need any of them. We don't need Europe. We don't need the outside. They're the one that need us. We have to leave and fight our way out. Let nobody stand on our way. Or every Biafra you to support Biafra government in exile. You that doing business, that money don't want to use to support your freedom. Bring that one, support those who are there, so they can do what they need to do for the world to hear our cry. Yes, BDF know what to do. What they need is that money. Bring that money out. That money keeping Nigeria Bank. That money keeping the enemy will eat it if you don't want to bring it to support what we're doing. We should, our people, Biafrans in coastal region everywhere, to come together to support BDF. Come under umbrella of BDF. Anybody gathering any other group, if you know anybody trying to create group or to have a different group, we don't need it. That is divide and conquer. Let us have one umbrella, Biafra government. Government and group is not the same. Since when we don't have a government, it's different. But now we have government. That is why the world is listening to us. That is why the Washington is listening to us. Let us come under the brigade umbrella and bring that effort together. Don't scatter the effort. Don't divide the effort. It will not help us. Okay? You see, our Prime Minister give a show example. When he came, he bring all the armed groups that are fighting for Biafra under one umbrella. And that is one of the reasons the enemy have not, despite all the efforts they have made, using the terrorist woman and accountability groups to penetrate our BDF. But being that they come under one umbrella, and those who are controlling them are happen to be humanistic, live-valued, unbribable, incorruptible, Biafran men and women that refuse to betray Mazin and the land. That is why BDF is still standing today. We give thanks to them. So let us support them. They refuse to be bribed with oil where they said they cannot be bribed with their father's property. Some of them, their siblings has been killed by purpose of them, wife kidnapped, their parents killed, yet they still maintain the status quo. They still remain consistency personified. That is why when I look around, I am inexcusable. I am inexcusable. Mazin Nankan is still there. Perhaps someone was still there. If any of you think that both men committed any crime, that means you have to have your mentality checked. They committed no crime. Everything we're doing is 100% legal according to the UN law and the African Charter of Human and Post Rights. Those committing crime against us are Nigeria government. So if they committed crime, they wouldn't have been offering them every money, bribed, every different thing, slot, Mazin Nankan to be the richest man in Africa, promise to be second Dangote. They said no. If they committed crime, they would have been giving them all those things. They are lawfully and politically imprisoned. So we should come to bring that money you don't want to bring. Put your money I owe you loan. We have said it. There's a video that one Yoruba man was saying that those building houses in that southeast, those building BB houses should be taxed. Can you see where that this tax each come out? That even the house you build your own land, and that is the are envious of it for you to be taxed. Yes, except these people, I'm telling you, this Afonja, even one was just that the Fulani own is that they are the one terrorists, the killing people, but this Afonja own hatred and the evil is more deeper. I'm telling you, I don't know if it's inborn in them, I don't know. Why we using Afonja? Because we try to make sure that we don't put all the robots together. We don't put them, but they should be doing their own part by coming to condemn some of the things that are coming out from this Afonjas, if they are not in support of it. Enough. Okay, enough. All the effort of Mazin Nankan trying to bring the people together, these people are trying to bring back that head. But this time around, we need to look anybody face. I'm telling you, because the shoe we have, that big pen, shoe that penals will have worn it for decades. You know, some of them cannot wear the shoe for just even half 10% of what we have endured in that contraption. Okay? We talk about those who have worked hard to work for that contraption, the so-called one Nigeria. It is us, but it's foolishly. Foolishly, I blame ourselves for that nonsense. So we shouldn't continue in that part. Those of you in Lagos that try to reason, all this now happened all the while. In 2023, when we told you, to be the London boy, the idiotic, madman advice, drag you into one Nigerian nonsense. When you are being hit, did he say anything? He couldn't say anything. Now they are dogging him again in the north to make him president, to use him again, and some of you will foolishly go and join him, and the land will destroy you. That man, that chief, that noble Igbo man that said, if you cannot protect us, let IPOB come. They took him, dumped him in DSS, and later they see that what he said cannot adjourn him. You know what they said? They said they're adjourning him because he's a legal chief in Lagos. That's why the man is still in prison today. And some of you are not saying, in Lagos, they are not doing anything. They're not doing anything. We're monitoring all of you. All of you who refuse to reason, you are idiocy, your ignorance will be treated as sabotage, not as ignorance. And I'm calling for our people who are in Burkina Faso. We have seen this, see what you did to Ibrahim Traoré. This is commendable. But remember, charity doesn't begins at home. If we can come together, contribute money to buy 40 tons of building materials and give to the contribute for the building, yes, is what we're known for. We are building. Yes, I love that. But remember, if you fail to do that in your own home, that means it's a foolishness. The same way you contribute that money, contribute and support your defense. Support to secure your own ancestral land, your own heaven. No matter what you contribute in Burkina Faso, you are a stranger. You are a stranger. Do like wise people, those who, if truly wise, support your own home. You are all those who are protecting to preserve your own ancestral land. Otherwise, it will be as a foolish, what foolish people does. Okay? And we're not foolish people. And those anywhere you are in the Ghana and the South Africa, all the things they are doing to you, in one way or the other, I love it. Because it should remind to know that you have your home. If they are pushing you, chasing you, calling you homophobia, fine. Let them continue doing it. I want them to be doing it so that you can remember that you have a place you need to protect, you need to secure. In everywhere in Asia, or everywhere in the world, people are fighting to preserve their own portion. And if you fail to do so and your own portion, you are pushed away from your own portion, you remain stateless forever. You have no one to blame, you blame yourself. Okay? And leader of the world have actually given us green light. Green light that no one have ever given you since after the Genocidal War. Nobody ever given us. They have given us that green light. This time around, you need to do what you're supposed to do. And anybody who claims in revolution now, whatever he's doing, and the person do that thing now, the person is a fake. So Were and co, if you cannot rise up now to do that thing, that means you're a fake. I've been saying it. That Nigeria is where you see the one that calls himself Mprekete family. Mprekete. I call him Parekete. And the one that calls himself Aisha Yusuf and Mariam and Co. And Seusan, they claim to be human rights activists. But when they see the real human rights activists, they'll gang up against the person. To tell you that they are not real. They are being used to play Takia, the Islamic Takia, to tell them, make the world feel that Nigeria is a country that values human rights. The same thing they're doing in the National Assembly. Mr. Speaker, Mr. President, I cannot go to my home. When they see the real person who really want to come and fight that thing they are complaining against, they will gang up against the person. Okay? I want to ask you today, this pertinent question, seriously ask yourself this question. You that is a Nigerian Christian, you a Biafran Christian, that actually these PJ owners that are complicit in what is happening against our people, entire contraction, that refuse to speak, refuse to amplify the offer of Trump, which they're supposed to do. Because everyone is supposed to expect them to amplify that offer by providing more evidences in standing in solidarity with President Trump, Global 001, in serving the Christians that have been killed for more than a decade, more than 3 decades, now more than 30 years. This killing started. Okay? Nobody have ever opened mouth and asked, why are you killing Christians? Nobody, not even the Vatican Pope, not even the Canterbury, the Archbishop of Canterbury, not even the King Charles, which is the head of Anglican, have ever asked that question. Nobody, even in Nigeria, asked that question. And they see a man who asks you this question, he did it in before. Maybe some of you said that one is a mistake. Maybe you want to show. He come back again and still do the same thing to tell you that, yes, he sincerely think about you. He really care about you. They care about you, even those who call themselves that the GO that are you are giving offering, that are every day you are carrying the power. They never complain. Ask, why are you killing my members? Why are you killing my followers? Even the Nigerian constitution that has no iota of Christianity mentioned, where Islam and Sharia mentioned 70 times, they did not care to protest against that. So ask yourself, who are these people? Who are they? Only the genuine ones, that man in Plateau and the 2 young men again, are those I see that consistently, at least twice, repeatedly speak with every alacrity. The rest, they began to divert attention. The one that called himself Ayotele, Primate Ayotele. Ayotele, I call him. They turned it into Igbophobia. He said that Igbos are the problem. And that problem want to leave now. You are trusting them. That is where you must be. You must be angry. Must be support and crush any crushable that stand on your way. Because you can't eat a cake and have it. Yes, nobody's holding us. We're the one holding ourselves. I'm the one saying it. Telling the truth. It is. We need to be asked, responding to certain issue with actions. With action. Not as they are talking, you respond to them with action. That is what is needed. And those who are supposed to do that are ready. I don't know. Is that true? That's supposed to be true? Yes, Doug said those who are with the boat or bomb, they don't know how to sit. Because I've heard some people complain that I wish they have Mazin and they can. I wish they have Promise Amane. I wish they had You know, when your Bible says that you don't need any other thing, that another prophet, that Mazin someone is enough for him. Enough for him. Yes, that's how I put it. Yeah, and the way you look at it is pure. Because these two men, if you did not learn anything from them, if your brain is not reformatted by listening to both of them, that means you are not there for, you are there for, because there are people who follow them because of money. They came from Wazik, they want to make money. So, being that they came for money, they don't pay attention in what they're teaching. So those are people I said, those who claim they are there for a long time, but you can see them, they still entertain fear, they still entertain that divisive mindset and all those nonsense that you see in the POS, China can go, Dozier and what's the POS criminals, because they never followed Maznan for it. I tell you what Mazin and these two people, what we can learn from them. No university will teach you that in Nigeria. I'm telling you, they will make you to be bold, to understand that it is your right to stand and fight for your interests without fear or favor. Mazin Nakan has done everything. And when you hear anybody telling you he's looking for someone like Mazin Nakan, that person, see the person as your worst enemy that moment. Or anybody that mentioning the name of Prime Minister and whatever he's doing, see the person as your worst enemy that moment. Yes, they are worst enemy of these leaders. They want them to remain them. They want to incriminate them. They want to continue indicting them by mentioning their name, whether they say it or not. I don't believe it. Even if so, we should, everything our promise that teach us here, that thing is happening. Instead of us to remember those things, they taught us that some things be good. Yes. It's not us, because he made them during our he taught us many things about that, why you shouldn't take anything from him there. Yes, and some things again, even if you say that he say bad, that bad, we should not take it as bad. We should take it as our tutor lady narrate emphasize on that. We take it as good, because that is what you call code. It's code. Okay, Honorable, are you out?
Yes, waiting again. I'm back.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for holding the line. The person that asked the question the last time, I'm not going to be in exile to instruct you on how to organize a protest in Ground Zero, because you're going to be the person to hit the streets. You're going to be the person to know what to gather and to put in place. What I got to do is to give you the support. I'll give you all the support I can. If I were in Ground Zero, I'll be mounting the street as well. Since I'm not in Ground Zero, I'll give the support I can from here. I'm not going to be the one to tell you how to organize. Bring yourselves together and then organize. You don't need the entire country to organize a protest. Protest starts with one person. One person comes up with an idea and discuss with others. Before you know it, many comes to comprehend the idea that you are sowing. Just like this Biafra issue. When the message Mazen Kanu brought became visible, that it is reality, people keyed in. And everything he said is what is playing out today. Today, I even came across a publication where they said Nigerians lambast Tinubu government for releasing over 70 Boko Haram terrorists, while sentencing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to death sentence and life imprisonment. That is to tell you that they are understanding the message. Did Mazen Nnamdi Kanu kill anybody? Was he caught slitting the throat of babies, women, and children? Was he caught with AK-47? No. All right. So, organize your protest, and we will give you the support from here. Yes. If you need more insight on what to do and advice on what to do, everything is not on the media. Reach out to people from the back door and communicate. Don't come to the media to pick up the mic and ask me how to start a protest and what you have to do and what on how to start. No, I will not answer you. Go and use your brain. Organize yourself and start a protest. When they kill you and invade your communities, you know what to do. You don't lie down and cry. You have to speak up.
Never play the unofficial Put the number, take over, minister, not the again. Hello. Yeah.
So
Yes, we are friends.
like I said,
Okay, back.
I'm back, sorry. Network. Like I said, you organize yourself for the protest and then get people together and then you know what to do. When Boko Haram terrorists invade your communities and kill you, what do? Do you all carry the dead bodies and go and bury? I thought I normally see many of you bring the dead bodies and will be invading the streets. You'll be shouting, "We know Gugri, we know." Is that not how a protest starts? What did they do to you to start the protest? They are killing you, right? Huh? You carry a dead body. No, be so? Okay. From the protest don't start, have you? Okay. As Nigeria government not killed you enough. The thing is, you protest, they will kill you. You don't protest, they will kill you. If you don't die when you're telling them not to kill you, you will die when you're running away, pretending and trying to be a good guy to go and sleep in the house. People that the terrorists invaded their communities and slit their throats in the night, they did not want to join protest or to protest. Did that stop the terrorists from singling them out and slitting their throat? Their throats have been slitted. They wake up to see that their half-life is wandering in another atmosphere which they don't know. So, you protest, you make noise, you want an end to the terrorists, good for you. If you don't want, the terrorists will still come and kill you and nobody will do anything. When you allow them to outnumber you, they now come to kill you. Before that time that you want to come and speak, it will be like what is happening from other parts of Nigeria now, where they have already put the Sharia law in the constitution, and when you want to kill the same terrorist back, they will arrest you and say they should hang you to death for defending yourself. Because all this while you were instilling fear in yourself. And while you are instilling fear in yourself, I don't want to protest so that they will not kill me. I don't want to protest so that they will not arrest me and lock me up. Within that time that you are using that incapacitated brain to reason that way, they are using that time to put in Sharia law, jihad law into the Nigerian constitution to back up the terrorists, so that when the terrorists will come and be cutting you in broad daylight, they will refer you back to constitution that the terrorists have power over you. So that your protest is now. Donald Trump is applauding Iranians because you see that when they started, he said, "I see that the Iranian people are ready for freedom. And I want them to continue the momentum. They should not stop." That's what he said. After Iranians saw that tweet, all of them that were not there, they came out to join. Every day, the thing bubble, every day. Today, it has gone far. What was Donald Trump's tweet today? Yesterday, I think he placed sanctions on anyone that do any business or deal with Iran. Then today, he dropped another tweet. American government is sending help to Iran. Help is coming on the way. They should maintain the line. They should maintain the line because they have been consistent on the protest for weeks now. While Nigerians went to protest only one day, when they had one gunshot, everybody went to Indomie factory to go and start collecting Indomie. They went to warehouse. They ran away, went to people's businesses to go and be picking things to eat. They started doing P-Square music, the video music. They turned it to musical concert. But those that went for the revolution, those that went for a popular uprising, you can see the way they are doing it in Iran. Thank you so much. Common sense. Your hand there up. Go ahead, sir.
Hello, greetings to you, Honorable Minister of Information. I want to thank you for the privilege you've given to me. I am Lucky Star. My second account is bad with the phone, so I'm using my second account's common sense. So I thank you for all your coordinations and your effort you have been putting in this race. And by the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, we are doing wonderfully well. I want to thank the House, our people who are a good number, Rage and Fury, 1 million, Simon Eber, and the rest of them, Mama Betty and the rest, Stella and the rest. I thank you, David Inanna, all of you, Mr. Snow. I love you all. All your efforts will never be in vain. And, my joy is that the designation that happened to the zoo is working gradually. And God is really using you people. Our APM is working, and now our lobbies, they are doing wonderfully well. I love the efforts, the fire that is burning. And, Nigeria is a contraption, just like when you mix rice and beans, instead of you to add salt, you now put in sand. It will not be good to the stomach. And that's exactly what is happening in the zoo. They mix rice and beans together to cook, and then added sand. And it's poisonous. What is going on? Nigeria is already destroyed beyond repairs, according to what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said. And all his prophecies are all happening, even as we speak. And you know that when freedom is coming, you should be able to know that it is not an easy thing. But for what they have done to our leader, Onyendu, is what is going to end Nigeria. And already Nigeria is destroyed already. Nigeria is not one, even if they try to force it together. You and I, we know that Nigeria is not one, it can never be one. The division, we don't have our culture, we have different cultures, and we don't have anything in common. They have their own belief system, we have our own. And then, since they hated us from decades, the hatred is going to lead to their doom. That is what I believe. And all your effort, as you'll be speaking on the media from time to time, sometimes it will look as if people are not hearing your voice. Your voice is being heard. But the challenge we have is that the Satan that we are talking about, when you read the Revelation in the Bible, Revelation 20, verse 7 to 9, you see that the Bible said that, it says, time will come when Satan and his cohorts, they will go about and deceive people, destroy the people. But the fire will come from heaven and destroy them. And if you check it symbolically, you discover that the fire that is coming to them now are the people that God has already ordained, which is Israel and America, that is doing the needful today. If you check around today, you check the allies of the Islamic nations, you see what they are doing and see the sanction that is happening to them. So God is at work. And if you fight Israel, fire will come and destroy you. You fight America, fire will come. Now, God's people, the covenanted children of God, the Biafran people, they are killing us, fighting us, And now our cry has been heard. Look at what Trump did. He has placed an order, and the zoo is already on the watch list. And they are working simultaneously to the glory of Chukwu Abia. We are going to have the victory. And that is where I put my confidence. And just as our minister said, or information said, he said, begin to organize your protest. Yes, protests can come up any day, any time. But the challenge we have in here, like what you said, you protest, you die. You don't protest, you die. People are dying in silence, and the fear has been already, drop into the veins of the people. And that when you come out, they have their informants everywhere in the zoo. And they are working to please the caliphate. Look at the caliphate, what they are doing today. The caliphate are crying that they heard America is coming. They are crying. One, where their headquarters of Islamic whatever in Iran, they are also facing the most hardest problem today. The place is confused. The Turkey, whatever, they look at the people that the zoo trusted as their allies, Islamic, whatever, the chain, the block that they have. They are having confusion today. And they can never defeat God's people. They can never defeat America. If they like, let the Russians join them. Let Cuba join them. Let whoever that want to join them from this Islamic nation, let them continue to join the zoo. And the zoo, let them like to, if they like, let them continue to mingle with them to have more strength to fight God's people. They will lose. It's already a lost battle. They cannot succeed. If they like, let them continue to strengthen the Sharia law. The Sharia law will also destroy them. So my joy is God is at work. And my prayer is what happened to Somaliland is going to happen to Biafra. That is I'm just praying God should continue to help us. Let those who are born for this freedom, let them continue to fight. We are fighting. We are not relenting. Whoever that is fighting for this freedom, whatever you have, if you have an idea you have money, use it. Whatever you use to make sure we have this freedom, we will get it at the end of the day. Because Biafra is a great nation. The whole world knows. Okay, if we talk about United Nations, look at what they are doing. The Islamic people, they are there. They are in the cabinet. So they can never work in favor of the West or the favor of God's people, especially the Christians and the Jews. They are there. When this Shetima, whether the vice president of the zoo, he went to United Nations summit. He was just talking nonsense, climate change, instead of it to talk about the genocide that is happening in our land. He couldn't talk because they know what they are doing. They want to make sure that the agenda of the conquest must be carried out. So, if from year to year, even when Buhari was there, the dead Buhari before he later died, the second death of the cloned one, the Israeli climate change they always talk about. Climate change from year to year, climate. People are dying, the Biafrans are dying, climate is changing. I don't know what is, whether not smoke, they move from one place to another side, whether not the fire they burn from air, I don't even know the kind of climate that is changing for them. So I am just, tired of their system. No, but see, Nigeria, they don't know what's called value system. They are not respecters of law. So since they are not respecting laws and they don't believe in our religion, what we believe, then they must go to hell. And that is what's going to destroy them. Since they are very defiant in responding to the quest and the groanings of the people, they must be destroyed. Totally destroyed. Abuja is not settled today. The whatever Sokoto is not settled today. All those their Islamic centers in the north, they are not settled. They are just running for their life. Their governors are sponsoring the jihadists. They are the terrorists. They are just supporting themselves. But no matter what they do to conquer us, God will intervene. Chukwu Abia is not that play. And the mentality of sitting in one place with fear will not still help us. All the beautiful cities we are seeing today in the world, they fought to gain their freedom. But here in the zoo, they've divided the people already in the zoo so that they will not love themselves, so that they will not cooperate. If one group comes up to protest, they will send their useless and fake police to attack them. So all of these anomalies cannot continue. And that is why our voice must be heard, and we continue to speak to the people. Those who are docile should wake up. Those who are not listening to what we are saying, in fact, they are going to regret. If you have more money and you don't want to support the freedom, you will regret it at the end of the day. Because even if you serve the zoo, you must come back with regret. And Mazi said it, say serve the zoo and come back with shame. The illegitimate governors, they are all They are regretting. They know what they are. They know that what they are doing is bad, and they know that they cannot be able to succeed. They don't have their freedom. They are just like puppets. They are using them around to run around to give the information and how to conquer their own people, which that is where their foolishness starts from. So I am very, very happy and very, very optimistic that the freedom is very close and we will not relent. People, there's one parable they used to make. Say when boy catch you for body and the boy, they pay you. They pay you. Say the day when the boy, they boss. He say when the boy, they pay you well, he don't near to boss. And when he boss, you get your freedom. So this boy, when he catch us for armpit or for private, when he dey pain us and he swell up, you say he already enter, pause already enter. Say the day when he go boss, and he must boss, that is for sure. The day when he go boss, he will get your freedom. So the boy, when they catch Biafra, when he hold us, he already dey pain us, we dey cry, he go must surely boss. And if you force and boss, sometimes you have more injury. But whichever way we are going to use to get this freedom, God has already designed it and systematically, logically, with wisdom, with whatever might and power that God has given to us, we will get it as soon as possible. It's very close. I want to thank my Minister for Information. God will bless you. You will not regret what you are doing. All your effort, the Lord will pay you. And our APM is doing the needful. Sometime when I see him carrying his bag, I called him when I did one of the jingle, see Uku Maruzo, one of Washington, D.C. Sometime ago, I think last year to be there about. That bag he carries, sometimes it might look like play, but gradually as you are seeing that man, systematically, with all tactics, God will lead him to those that will hear our voice and to hear what we are facing, and they will respond to us. They will say, this Biafra matter is everywhere. In fact, the people that matters and decision maker in the US, wherever they are, whether in Israel or in fact, they will be restless until they hear our voice. Jacob said in the Bible, he said, I will not let you go unless you bless me. We will never back out unless Biafra is given. Ndewo.
Common sense, Ndewo. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Right and serious. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Our Honorable Minister of Information, Afarawa Achibong Sonny, thank you very much for your service to the Biafran people. Greetings to every Biafran that is here present and those that will listen hereafter. Greetings to the current Prime Minister, His Excellency Okechukwu Ukere, the current and active Prime Minister. Greetings to our Prime Minister that is present and incapacitated for standing up to fight for the freedom of his people, to condemn the genocide that is being carried out against the indigenous people and Christians all over Nigeria. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, and greetings to our leader, Mazi Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu, who also stood up for the same cause, the fight for the freedom of his people, the defense of the Biafran babies, women and children, civilian population who are predominantly Christians and traditionalists, also Jewish. Because of this, they are both imprisoned, one sentenced to life imprisonment, that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the other sentenced to 6 years imprisonment. We respect them, we love them so much, and our prayer is always with them. Greetings to the entire Biafra Defense Forces, the defenders and protectors of our babies, women, and children, the protectors and defenders of our ancestral land, the army that has its loyalty to the people of the whole Eastern region, the army that has loyalty to that land where we met to peace rapper, where we have for market days and everything in common. Greetings to the great Biafra Defense Forces, Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Resistance Fighter, Biafra Navy, Air Force, and every armed group that is under the Biafra Defense Forces that is defending our babies, women, and children, especially our civilian population, Christians upon whom this genocide has declared and have been carried out against for decades. Thank you so much. Greetings to our lobbyist team, Mazi Elias Gerasulis and his team, as well as Amanda Biri. Greetings to all lovers of freedom, friends of Biafra. Greetings to the financial donors who have been faithful, committed, and steadfast in spite of the sabotage that we have seen for many years. You are the heroes. You are the heroes, and you are well respected, appreciated, and loved by the Biafran people. Greetings to every information personnel, starting from the Honorable Minister of Information, Alusoka Barawa, to all the media people, our mothers, dear mother Adabet Ford, dear mother Madam Mukiruka, dear mother Madam Tutos, dear mother Madam Nate Chechi, dear mother Madam Bishop Comfort, dear mother Madam of Akubondo, and the list goes on and on and on. We say thank you very much. Greetings to every comrade that is here present. As a matter of fact, before I will make my submission, Honorable Minister, I have few questions. I just have a question that I want to ask. We all know that sabotage or saboteurs, they are as dangerous as GPMG. They are as dangerous as armor tank. And we know very well, and the news has it, that before Israel recognized Somaliland, they had control of their territory. They did not gain control of their territory in the absence of sabotage. They gained control of their territory from the enemies with AK-47, from the enemy with EPMG, or simply because they had an answer to the AK-47 of the enemy. They have an answer to the GPMG, and they also have an answer to their saboteurs, who are as dangerous as weapons of war. My question, sir, before I proceed, is, do you know how countries like Somaliland were able to overcome their saboteurs? Countries like Ambazonia, who have a very good control of big chunks of their land, you know how they are able to have and provide answer to their saboteurs, and they were able to take control of their territory. Because I think one of the most deadly weapons that Nigeria has used against the Biafran people is sabotage. Honorable Minister of Information, are you there? If you are there, I don't know if you can answer that question. If you are not there, then I will move. The same system there. So let me move on.
Mazi, you said Mazi, your question is, do I know how the Somaliland people or the Israelis took care of their saboteurs? Isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes. How were they able to overcome their saboteurs and they gain control of their territory? Likewise, Amazonia. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Knowing how they took care of their saboteurs is not the solution. No, did it or the style they use. It is how have you made your resolve to take your own stand, to do your own. So we have to take our own stand to deal with our sabotages so that we can be able to overcome and cross over to the next line. And it is in our hands. So Biafrans know what to do. You hold your leaders accountable. Those you know that are dragging you backward. Those you know that are the ones killing you. I'm very disappointed in Biafrans that you see very well that your leaders are the ones that write letter to Abuja to kill you. They bring armored tanks to your communities to kill you. They are the ones that restricted Ebubagu. They are the ones that place bounty on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Monepa head. They are the ones that post photos of the BDF all over the place and say, if you see BDF, bring the information where you see them. Send them the information. We will pay you for giving them the information. And then, the same people are the people you know quite well that signed paper for Nigerian terrorist government to pronounce Mazi Nnamdi Kanu death sentence because of Biafra, and to pronounce life imprisonment just because of Biafra. It's not because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's personal life. Because if it is not about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's personal life, he has nothing to answer or to have such issue. Then today you're seeing the same people running about your communities and you're hailing them. You're going to do campaign with them. It means you people are very useless, honestly. Because when you talk about holding the saboteurs, holding those that are tracking you back, it is there in the homeland that you need to start taking the actions. So it is not about learning or knowing how saboteurs were taken care of in Tanzania or how it was taken care of in Somaliland or Israel. It's about how you are ready to do your own. So it is not everything that you have to come and talk in the media how you want to do it. Go and do it.
All right. Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you. Understood. And that being said, I want to appeal to every Biafran when you wake up every morning, as much as we put our leaders in prayer, don't forget to put President Donald J. Trump in your prayer. Don't forget to pray for that. There is a lot of burden that's upon his shoulder at this time around. Do not forget to put the people of Iran in your prayer as well. But the Islamic jihadist regime of Ayatollah it's really killing them. That's why everything has been shut down. Take a word of prayer for them. And the matter of fact, these 4 years of Donald Trump, it's 4 years of freedom for humanity. But the only people that will swing at those that are ready. Tweet talkers, saboteurs, or people that are unserious in their quest for freedom. Because that is why it's here and ready to free everyone. And like the topic saying, Nigerians, Biafrans, there's a protest from sending help to. Of course, because they see the commitment, they see the determination, they see that these people, they are ready to die. Donald Trump has seen that the Iranians are ready to die for their freedom. And until you are ready to die for the freedom, until I am ready to die for the freedom, then nobody will consider me to be worthy to live to have freedom. So because we have seen the readiness of the Iranians, this is why all these promises are coming from the greatest president of our generation, President Donald Trump, to the Iranian people. You understand? So So as of Nigeria, I'm not really sure if they will do anything because they are comfortable. They are happy slaves, and they are comfortable. But to Biafrans, there are many things to protest. Yes. So, as a matter of fact, the detention, the sentence of our leader, these are illegal sentences. We need to protest against it. We need to protest against the killing of our people. We need to protest against the fact that we have all the resources, but we don't benefit from all the resources. But rather, foreigners from Hausa, from Yoruba, from Fulani, from places we don't people are the ones that are in charge of our resources. They are the ones in charge of our oil, using our resources for their own benefit, not to the benefit of our people, not to the benefit of our land. You understand? So these are the things we need to stand up and protest against the killing that are happening in Biafra land by the Nigeria Islamic State. These are things to protest, and until we are ready, because these are actions that the international community is going to monitor to see our readiness and our seriousness. It's not just enough to say we want freedom. It's not enough to say that we want freedom. You understand? But unfortunately, our people, especially black people, somehow it seems like, yeah, black people are made to be slaves forever. You understand? Look at Iran today. The people that they have lost for over 47 years now to this Islamic jihadist terrorist regime of Islam. There is hope that these people are going to gain their freedom and the death of these people will not end. But unfortunately, our people, they undermine the death of thousands of our people that have died from the. No wonder you see some our people suffering some of these crises, some of these calamity in life. Don't know what is happening to you because your brother that you made a vow to do for freedom, he died in the process. Then because the enemy offer you few worthless naira, you abandon the cause and you betray that your brother. You betray that your sister. That is the cause that is working against that. No matter how hard you work, no matter how much you labor, you can't even feed well. You don't have enough. Things are not stable with you because you have sabotaged your brother who fell into the vow that people of made that you want to free your land, want to get people. And the brother fell because we were offered few worthless of naira. You abandon the you betray the brother. You betray. That is why your life is not really composed. Your life is so it's just like nyaga faga faga. That is the way your life. Your life scatter sound other hand. They scatter ground and so your life is because of your behavior. So please let us sit up and get freedom. That is the only way we can appease thousands of our people that have died. That is the only way we can set those that are accused free. And to as many that are attacking fight against the Republic government like that, know that these are the tools that Nigeria is using to fight against the freedom of the people. No matter the names they bear, they might bear Oganero, they might bear Emeka, they might bear Kaiti, they might bear Ostaro, they might bear Free, they might bear Ruby. No, all those Biafran, they might bear the name. But if they are attacking, fighting against the Biafran Republic government in Israel, know that they are instruments being used by the Nigerian government against them. And they are not your friends, they are not your brother. You must distance yourself, associate yourself from such people. You understand? Because the truth is that Washington DC is so pivotal to this freedom. The United States of America Congress is very, very vital. The American government is very, very instrumental to the freedom of their. So when somebody is telling you that their focus now is to release our leader, tell them that when Donald J. Trump captured the narcotic terrorists leader of Venezuela by the name Maduro. Around that, you don't myself, like Yoruba man, really to get affiliation to Yoruba people. Yoruba people, they Maduro, and they need to talk something like that. That man say, get by Yoruba, his name Maduro. You know, as soon as they capture the man, a lot of prisoners, political prisoners were released. So most of these things that are happening today, once America stepped in and they capture the killer of the people like people like all these people and all these political terrorists that are in office, and they capture most of them. Most of these political prisoners, most of these are political prisoners, they will be released immediately. Yes, you understand? It's quite unfortunate that before Iran took control of the electricity, they took control of the internet, they took control of they are in charge of every department, just like in Nigeria. They are in charge of the police, they are in charge of the military, they are in charge of the customs, they are in charge of the media, they are in charge of the government, every department. You understand? So when it happens today now, it is very easy for them to shut down everything. So this is why we are telling our people, let us open our eyes and let us do the needful now. Just like the Honorable Minister of Commission said, if it happens and Elon Musk provides Starlink for you for 3 months or for 2 months or for 1 month, sir, and there is no electricity to charge your phone, how are you going to make use of the Starlink? You understand? So it is in our hands. And I also want to let America know that even the help, when you are rendering help, render help to somebody that needs help. When Donald Trump came to bomb the terrorists in Nigeria, all these terrorists in media like the Towere, the Bingu on Remark, Reno Moku, all of them, senators, doctors, all of them were lamenting that why should Donald Trump come to kill their terrorists? So the person that you render help to, who does not value the help that you render to him, there's no way he's going to appreciate that help. So just like the waste of time, how many of the Christians in Hausa or in the northern Nigeria, how many of them came to appreciate Trump, like what we saw from the Venezuela people? How many of them? How many of the Christians who came out to appreciate what Donald Trump did, that Donald Trump did a favor? How many of them, apart from the Biafra, who are celebrating everywhere, who are celebrating on the social media? So what am I trying to say? Render help to those that value the help. Render help to those that desire the help. You understand? We Biafrans, we desire this help. If the help is rendered to us to get our freedom, believe you me, we are going to appreciate that help. And in appreciation, America is going to get a lot of value from the help they render to the Biafra. You understand? But in the case of Nigeria, if the people do not recognize that, he them say by killing the terrorists. Because they say these terrorists you are killing, they are terrorists. They make use of the terrorists to keep people from them, to dispossess people of their ancestral land, to chase them out, to hide them out. And you, as America, coming to kill these terrorists, it's like you are not doing anything. This is why you don't see them come out to protest. Like Venezuelans are protesting all over the world, all over the nations of the world. You understand? So please, Donald Trump, America, Department of War, we are appealing to you. Yes, ma'am, we need your help. Because you can see that we have lived under this monster, this Islamic jihad, under Nigeria for decades. We have been suffering this thing. And the only permanent solution, even all over the place we call Nigeria, the only permanent solution you can give to Christians is to create a Biafran state with a Western civilization and Christian civilization. So even Christians in the north, if they see that they cannot cope due to the hostility towards Christians over there, they can migrate to Biafran land. Biafran from Yoruba land, if they feel like they cannot cope with the Sharia law in Yoruba land, they can migrate to Biafran land. And the likes of Asari Dokubo, who are financially motivated and with little incentive to be Muslims in Biafra territory, when they see that the laws in Biafra land, the value system in Biafra land, the Western value and Christian value, and they cannot cope with it, they will migrate to the north, relocate to that place. You understand? That doesn't mean that they are not still, they are not Biafra. That doesn't mean that they are not Nigeria. This is why you see that even people from Nigeria, they go to Ghana to live in Ghana. They go to other countries to live in other countries. So long as the laws there are favorable to you. So I think this is just all I want to attach. So let us come from Nigeria. Nigeria is said, Nigeria is slavery. And that being said, I will sign up by saying, Yanenu wore Biafra menya, bene Nigeria re yanenu Yanenu wore Biafra menya na, bene wuru re yanenu. Ewuru boru choma menya. Yanenu wore Biafra menya, bene Nigeria re yanenu Ewuru boru zwazo menya. Yanenu wore Biafra menya, bene wuru re yanenu Ewuru boru dede menya. Yanenu wore Biafra menya, bene Nigeria re yanenu Thank you very much. I yield my praise.
Thank you, Chineke. Thank you so much. Betty, over to you.
Thank you so much, my minister. I appreciate you now and always. Biafrans, I greet you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching from. I will always remember my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, and our active Prime Minister, Mazi Ogenkere, the Triple General, and all the Biafrans who are genuinely fighting for this cause. My people, I know that if you look at the title of this program, you will think that is insightful, but I will give you a disclaimer that is not insightful because our people are still trapped in Nigeria. You know, every day we come out here, one person or another will come and host the space and some on their platforms, and we always talk and point at one thing, and that is our freedom and our liberation. And the second issue is how do we do it? So when we are saying Biafra slash Nigeria, where is your protest? Trump is sending help to Iran. It's just like, creating an awareness to Biafrans trapped in Nigeria that when you have water in your mouth, you don't smile or you don't laugh because the water might choke you if you start laughing with the water in your mouth. We have a very serious problem because the Fulanis are not giving up. And the people whose business is Nigeria, that Fulanis are the caretaker, they are not giving up. They are fighting back because they know very well that the route that Biafra Republic government in exile is taking now is going to take that milk away from their mouth. So it is good for you when you are doing something, you are fighting or you are doing anything at all. You get up, look round, and learn how to strategize. Now that we have America as our allies and our friend, and Donald Trump is here, we cannot leave everything for America. We have our own duty, our own role to play. And when we are here, we are not talking to animals, we are talking to human beings, believing that they will take everything in and work with it. Biafrans, especially those in homeland, I have one word for you people. Once bitten, twice shy. Remember when Mr. Peter Obi was governor? He started with APGA, and APGA is a party that deceived our supreme leader to start when he came back from Gabon. And he started, Obi joined, and Obi swore that he will never leave his party. But what did he do? He left and went to PDP and collaborated with Atiku. After that, you all know what happened. He went to UK, came back and formed Labour Party. But when he was the governor at the first instance, he killed a lot of Biafran children using all those police men and women and all that. He supervised all that happen and threw them into Ezu River. I don't know why our people have very short memory. That Obi deceived you people the first time, and for allow Obi to deceive you again the second time will be your own problem, because you are the ones wearing the shoe and you know where it hurts. Nigeria, controlled by Fulanis, they are not a country that anybody will be sitting loosely close to them. And for the breakaways, if you are really serious to fight for Biafra freedom, this is the time. Donation is the key. We have our fundraising that takes place every Saturday, and we have IOU. Because some of you, during the last Christmas, about a week ago or so, you were just there to display wealth, show your cars, show your mansions. So what? You all pretend as if you don't know that your people are fighting for freedom, to free themselves from Nigeria, controlled by Fulanis and their allies. Now, Somaliland has been recognized. You ask yourself, am I doing it the way these people are doing it? Or do I have to effect any change? This is what all these titles we have here is all about. There are many ways to protest. You can protest with your money. I know that some of you sit at home every Monday, but that is not enough. Because if you are doing something and that thing is not working out, year in, year out, you ask yourself, do I have to apply another method? If you don't know, or if the method you are using is not good, you ask somebody. Some of us, we have our phone line on our programs so that you can call and ask questions. Biafrans, up till now, we have been talking. Our information minister doesn't rest. I'm not saying it because he is here. He works, he does program in the morning, in the afternoon, 8 p.m. We go to here and go there. Everybody is hands on deck with few number of people. How do you people think that this will happen? Or do you think that we are paying lip service to Biafra Republic government in exile? No, we are serious about it. Because those of you in homeland, you will be complaining, oh, when is this Biafra coming? When you are not even donating a penny. When you don't even know anything from beginning to the middle, let alone till the end. So Biafrans, we have to really wake up. Now that you have hope, because some of you say, hey, America has come, they have come. You don't even realize why they are coming. Who made them to come? Very few making these donations. Today I was listening to Veteran and I had to go to Google and type in there, what does it mean for a freedom fighter? The diplomatic and political issues. And I read it. It's a landscape. for a freedom fighters, though very complex, but you have to continue, you have to work hard. We don't have to keep waiting for information minister to come and spoon feed you with information. If you remember Lai Mohammed, that man does not know his left to right. The only thing he knows is to always concur that you have to give your land Ruga or you die. But this information minister will go make research. I will give it to him. He's a good researcher. Bring out information, come and read it out, tell you, do this, do that. Yet you remain docile. Because we have those few hands voting have been donating money, I mean donation, have been donating money, very little amount of money to safeguard you people for your security. That's why you were able to celebrate Christmas and nobody came after you. That's why you have a land where you are building mansions and displaying them. That doesn't really impress me. Because our forefathers, let me tell you people, from little research I made, Muslim, Islamic religion, first of all, came to our forefathers. But they rejected it because it does not conform with our tradition and culture. But when Christianity came, they accepted it because Christianity is this kind of umbrella that will cover everybody during sun and during rain. It is because President Donald Trump is a Christian. That's why he's fighting for Christians and fighting for the oppressed, speaking for the speechless, for the voiceless. So those of you saying America came, who brought them? Have they not been there all this while when you people were being killed? But in a way, I am happy about what is going on now because this is what Biafrans has been going through for decades. And nobody said a word, not OAU or AU. No African country came to our aid. Nobody is talking. Nigeria is there killing people on daily basis. There is no day that human blood will not drop there. And nobody cares. And those of you who are in homeland that are very, very wealthy, you are all pretending. What are you afraid of? What are you people afraid of? Is it when they kidnap you, they will use the money to go and buy another gun to come and bring you people down? They will convert them from foot soldiers, terrorists, to military, and you will keep quiet. It is because you have been keeping quiet for these Fulanis. Over the years, your protest is always very lukewarm. Very lukewarm. I know many have made reference to what is going on in Iran, but I have to refer to it because we are in a global world now. Anything that happens anywhere, everybody will know, unless you don't want to know. Or maybe you know and you are pretending. We are not living in a pretentious world because no matter how long you hide, you will be exposed one day. So, Biafrans, I know that talking too much sometimes is not very good. But when somebody tell you the truth, as an adult, you will know. You sit down and take stock of your events around you. Let us rise up. If you cannot protest, can't you donate money? Can't you donate money? We have IOU. If you loan Biafra any money, all this money you are using in building mansions, triple mansions, this and that, buying double decker, $3 billion Rolls Royce and all that, is because we are supporting those who are securing our land. So if you invest money into Biafra, definitely, because we have a lot of mineral resources, which all these enemies are clamoring for. That's why they are not letting us go. That's why. Let Obi not distract you people this time again, because you people know that they have right to sue anybody who violates electoral law. But Obi did not do it because he's in league with them. So let him not deceive you people this time around. Come and fight for your freedom the little way you can. Make donations. Donate money to our website, which is there 24 hours. It is www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org. You go there, you want to read anything, you are welcome. You want to make donation, you are free. Keep your receipt. And I have to warn you people, you think that Biafra will be like Nigeria, man no man, no. If you do not donate and have your receipt or evidence to show that you have donated actively, when Biafra comes, you will regret it, because we are not going to do man no man there. No. This is the time you have to come and show man no man. Bring your Ejema and Deje. Come and donate it. Remember the diplomatic side of our freedom fight. It has to be taken care of as well, because you have people who will go take you to all these top officials. Our active prime minister, you see him every day. He goes there. You think, oh, he knows the way. No, somebody is going with him, and that person is not a charitable organization. He has to be paid. We don't have to come here every day stressing on this payment, because basically that is what we need now. That's what we need now. Donate, donate, donate. This is what we need. Because you go to China, you buy containers, 3 or 4, with dollar. So I don't even know why you would be expected to donate a. Come and donate a gemma. You can sit in your office and do it peacefully and quietly. So Biafrans, we have serious work at hand, because Fulani and their cohorts, they are not going to stop. See, they are all recognizing Palestinian terrorist country. I'm not going to talk about UN. You have all heard it. For President Trump to leave UN, you all know UN is littered currently with Islamic sympathizers and terrorist sympathizers. For him to leave shows that things are not working well there. And you are not waiting for UN. Because when they gave Nigeria 6 months to release Onyendu and they did not release Onyendu, they didn't act. They didn't do anything. They're supposed to sanction Nigeria for non-compliance with the rules of international law. Even the way Onyendu was brought back alone is enough to sanction Nigeria, but UN did not do it. So UN is now like a Golgotha, where people are crucified. So my people, we need to sit down and think like human beings. This is why Oyibo people look down on you, because we are never serious. And you will say it's racism. It's not. They look at your brain, the way you act, your mannerism. But if you are that kind of black woman or man that is very brilliant and intelligent, they will serve you. They will respect you. They will not talk down on you. You understand? They will respect you. So, Biafrans, rise up. Those of you in Nigeria, you are still in Nigeria. We want to leave Nigeria. We want to get our independence, get recognized. It's all capital intensive. It's only a child that you will tell, oh, my little son, come out of the sun. But when an adult is sitting on the sun, he will only come out when he feels that the sun is tampering with his skin. And nobody will tell me that they're happy in Nigeria now. All those one Nigerianists, they've all run away. They've all run away. And all these politicians, why they keep recycling themselves, that's why corruption will never end. Their wives and children are living abroad. So they must steal. They must steal money. And they will not allow you to get your Biafra. So what do? You take it by force. Because it's in the Bible as Christians. During the time of John the Baptist, it says that kingdom of heaven suffer violence, and men of violence take it by force. These people are using you people. This oil money that they are siphoning is our oil. So come and invest, come and donate. If you invest in IOU, when Biafra comes, you will be paid 100%. No bank pays you like that. But Biafrans are willing to do that with you. So my people, if you are wise, a word will be enough for you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to bless Biafrans. Bless my information minister. He teaches me so much. Not that he teaches me like kids, but what he does gives me the incentive to keep going on. Thank you so much. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Everyone, everybody. Solomon, over to you before we come back to President Yeka. Solomon, are you there? Go ahead.
Yeah. Am I coming out well?
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, my every information minister. Good evening, my FPM. We are worthy to receive our praises. Good evening, all Biafran cabinets. Good evening, all ministers. Good evening, everybody in the house. I'm very happy. Good evening also to our mayor and defense. They are doing mighty things. So what I'm saying, let me just add to what my good sister just said. I'm Betty. So this time around, for a couple of 1 week now, 1 week I'm not around. I go down to Biafra land and see things for myself. You see, people are so stubborn that they are so stubborn and they are so ignorant. That is their problem. So they don't want to hear. They don't want to search for news that we give them joy. There's many news going on, and if you open Facebook, you see all these conspiracy people talking all sorts of nonsense, and you see truth there. So, but when I go, I speak with my kindred people. I spoke with them, and they are so interested. It was as if when Mazen Nanakano was speaking, they all pay attention to all I saying. I said Biafra is here, but about the money and about the Gemma, that one I told them that we are donating money to fund our liberation, so but they never comply. So some say they will do. I said anytime they want to do that, and that's the local people. I never talk with some top officials, but I know that people are lacking news because the governors hijack everything. Radio, they will be praising themselves. They cannot tell them what is happening, and they use a bag and Agnes Chamber, Udogachi, Abidogade, all of them put together, all the terrorists put together. They use them, to make them afraid. So, but in short,
my talk with them was success. Only there is a small thing to do, so that the people that have money among them, we know where we are, because some of them don't they are not there when I'm saying, but many people, those people that keep it at home, they keep it well, but the rich ones. They are the rich ones are that one Nigerian is. Many of them are so much showing eating money, but they cannot ask why is there all insecurity everywhere to kidnap them and to kidnap, and they go and pay much millions to hand of kidnappers. They don't think that way. So that is why I say they behave like children. They behave like animals. So those rich ones. So they have money. They can spend 50 million. They can spend 100 million. Yet they don't care about the land because they are ignorant. So what I'm saying in effect is that we continue to talk. I will continue to enlighten them so that God will touch the heart of those elected for Biafra to continue to support us. Why we are, it's like we are begging people is what the Nigeria played. I mean, the zoo played and used Olavo Fulani and rest of them to just disorganize on certain things so that we'll be talking. We are not begging anybody, but we are telling them so that God will bear us witness that help will come. And when help come and we get what they want, they will dance the standard. They will see the result of what they done to themselves.
Thank you.
So that God
Thank you, Solomon. Wrap up in 1 minute because the APM is on the mic and I need to pick the mic. So wrap up in 1 minute. Thank you.
Okay. So what I'm saying in effect is that the people that have money, they have it in abundance, but they are so much, they are full of themselves. So that thing I have suggested before, we still do it. So, but notwithstanding, I will not go for that. Hence, our PM is around. Make I just side the mic. Then later we talk.
Thank you so much. All right, and we have our Honorable APM on the microphone. His Excellency, the active Prime Minister of the Biafran people, Honorable Obechukwu Ukere. You're welcome to the mic, sir.
Thank you very much, Minister of Information. Please, because of network and where I am, if I'm not audible, please kindly let me know. Am I coming out?
Yes, you're loud and clear.
Yeah, thank you very much and good evening, people of Biafra, our allies, friends. Greeting from here, and thanks to Honorable Minister of of Biafra Republic Government in Ezra Media Team. We appreciate everything each and every one of you are doing. Thank you very much. And to Biafra Republic Government in Ezra, cabinet members, reps, and admin, we appreciate you. We appreciate all that every one of us are doing, and the de facto government in the homeland as well. We appreciate. It is not easy. We'll keep fighting. Freedom is not free and it's not cheap. It's a lot of sacrifice. We have to sacrifice our time, our whatever we have that we can use to make sure we actualize our freedom. Whatever we can do for our dream to come true. We must be free as free people. Our God, Jehovah God, Chukwukikabiyama, create us to be free, not to be slave under the hand of the Nigerian terrorist state. That is not what our God created us to be. So we are free people and we'll fight for our freedom. And also we appreciate those before us, our leaders, those that are in detention. We know they are there because of the cause of freedom of Biafra. We will not forget them. But what we are doing is what we release them. I just want to share a few words with us today. I'm just going to be briefly, because on Friday we will be coming for question and answer. Freedom is not given. Freedom is not free. We have to fight for our freedom. If any of us is dreaming, thinking any world power leader will come and hand over our freedom to us, that will never happen. All they can do is to support our cause. Just like what is happening in Iran today, we see that United States of America and also Israel, they are in support of the protest of the regime change in Iran and for the Iranian people to regain their freedom. Please, we Biafrans, we need to know that if we don't fight for our freedom, we will not get it. And if we're thinking that fighting for our freedom, that some Biafrans will be killed, massacred, or unalive, that is war. It's part of freedom fighting. They will kill us, we will kill them, and at the end, Biafra will come. And what I just said now have echo in some of us here for some time. Leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, we all remember him. When he said they will kill us, we will kill them, at the end, Biafra will still come. So fighting for freedom, there is a prize. And what about now that some Biafrans don't want to fight for their freedom? Are Biafrans not being killed? Biafrans are also being killed. Even now, why not fighting for, why join, being killed, born alive in our homes, in our farms. A lot of Biafrans, their organs have been harvested by these Islamic terrorists and these Islamic jihadist governors parading themselves in the name of governing the Biafran people, of which we know that they are illegitimate government. Is it better for us to be quiet and let these people kill us all? Or it will profit us when we fight back? I think you will agree with me that fighting back is the answer. We need to fight back. We need to hold all the saboteurs. We need to hold all these illegitimate governors. We need to hold the Nigerian terrorist state accountable. How do we do that? We will resist them. We will invade them from our territory. That is exactly what is happening in Iran today. Iran people, the Persians of old, they are fighting for regime change. They are also fighting to make sure that they get their land back. They are fighting to make sure that these Islamic jihadist terrorists that have occupied their land for decades now, they chase them out of their land. They want their total freedom. So we Biafran people, don't we want to be free? Do we want to remain slave? Do we want to be slave to this Islamic jihadist terrorist country called Nigeria. It's high time that we take the bull by its horn. It's time that we go after all the illegitimate governors parading themselves. It's time that we hold them accountable. It's time that we hold the Nigerian terrorist state accountable. It's time that we do that which is right. There is a lawmaker from United States of America, a well-known senator called Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham said if he have the power like the president of the free world, J. Trump, did now, that what he will do, he will go after all these evil terrorist states. He will go after them and do what? And take them down and get rid of them. That he will go after them and hold them accountable. Because if you don't hold these people accountable, they will kill you. They will kill and destroy life and properties. These people are evil. They don't care about the existence of humanity. They don't care whether you live or die. It's better you fight for you to be free. Biafran people, if we don't know how to do it, we will copy. We will learn from those that have gone through this path. We will borrow ideas of what we need to do. But in conclusion, what we believe is the answer is to do that which is right. Holding these people accountable. Holding them accountable by chasing them out of our land. Holding them accountable that if they refuse to leave Biafra land alone, we will get rid of them. All the government houses that the Nigerian terrorist state is still occupying, the invaders, the occupier, we need to get us every stone. We need to turn it. We need to turn the table. We need to make sure we burn anything that represents Nigerian terrorist state in our land down. All the Nigerian state offices, anything that they occupy, we need to burn it down. We need to take it down. Then if they are doing business in Biafra land, we need to know what kind of business. Is it our business or their business? Is it our resources that they're taking without paying the Biafran people? Then they will have to come and we will negotiate if it is a profitable business for Biafran people. If not, they will park their load and leave Biafra land. As it stands, we don't want anything that represents the terrorist state of Nigeria in our land. Over 47 years ago, the Ayatollah from Lebanon, they found themselves in Iran, and they took over the government of Iranian people, of which we all know that they Islamize them. They're trying to change their culture. They're trying to change everything about them. They change Iran, even name Iran Islamic Republic. And Iran, we understand that Iran have a lot of resources, of which the Iranian people are not even enjoying the resources that they have. Rather, this Islamic jihadist terrorist regime, piloted by the Ayatollah, what they do is to fund their process all around the Middle East and around the world. They fund Hezbollah, they fund Hamas, they fund the Houthis in Yemen, they fund Boko Haram, they fund ISIS, they fund Al-Qaeda, they fund ISWAP. The money that's supposed to be for the Iranian people resort to land in the hand of these terrorists all around the world. And that puts the Iranian people into abject poverty. My fellow citizens of Biafra, is that happening to the Biafran people today? The answer is yes. The Biafran people have mineral resources, of which Biafrans, we are not even benefiting from it. Our resources is being used to kill us. Our resources is being used to massacre Biafran people. Our resources is being used to develop Niger, to develop and fund terrorism across the Western Sahel. Our resources is being used to join the Arab League, of which Nigeria being a terrorist country, of which Nigeria is part of the Islamic organization as well, of which they are part of those funding the Islamic Brotherhood that is funding all these terrorists. And while the Iranian people are fighting to liberate themselves, to free themselves, we all heard the comment, a strong statement from leader of the free world, His Excellency J. Trump. The President of the United States of America sent a strong warning to the government, the Islamic terrorist government of Iran, that if they keep killing innocent protesters, that they will step in, that they will come in to defend the Iranian people. My fellow citizens, we and the Iranian people, we are fighting a just cause. Our case is similar. It is the same playbook. The same way the Iranian Islamic jihadist government, the same way they are killing innocent protesters, innocent citizens, it is the same way the Nigeria Islamic government is killing innocent Biafrans, even innocent Nigeria when they protest. There is no difference. These two countries have a similar idea, similar ideology. Their goal is to conquer the entire Nigerian region, including the Biafra land, and their goal is to Islamize the Biafran people, just like the same way the Iranian people have been marginalized and Islamized. Now the Iranians are fighting back. My fellow citizens, are we going to allow this Islamic jihadist terrorist country called Nigeria to succeed? I believe that you will agree with me that the answer is no. We will fight, we will do everything within our reach, we will do everything we can to free ourselves from this monster, blood-sucking, evil organization, evil set of people that don't want us to live. It is your duty as a Biafran to fight for your freedom. It is your duty to save your family, to save your dear nation. It is your responsibility. It's high time you do that which is right. It's your responsibility to fight, to save your loving children, to save your loving parents, to save your loving nephews, uncle, and your fellow countrymen. We can't be pointing fingers to America to come before we rise up to fight for our freedom. We are not weak in nature. We know what to do. Please, let's follow the first step of what is playing before our eyes. I believe we are following what is happening in Iran, where Biafran people will be coming out in mass. We will be coming out in mass to chase out this evil regime of Nigeria. We will come in mass to burn down every institute of Nigeria in Biafran territory. Biafra is our home. Biafra is our destiny. Biafra is our land. We cannot leave our land to anyone else. And we cannot be Islamized. Enough is enough. If we don't protest to change this or chase the occupier out of our land, they will still kill us. If we still go out to defend ourselves, they will kill us, we will kill them. There is no two ways about it. For you to survive, so for you to be free, there is a price. And we must pay that price so that we can be free as a people. We must pay that price to fight to free. There is no two ways about it. So please, my fellow citizens, it's high time that we do what is right. It's high time that we stop complaining. It's high time that we stop waiting for United States of America before we fight for our freedom. Please, I encourage everyone, put up your seatbelt, buckle up your seatbelt, be ready to come out. Now that the world satellite is roving on top of our head, let's bring the evil of Nigeria out. Because if Biafrans come out to protest, to change the regime, to chase out these terrorists, if the Nigeria Islamic terrorist government come out to kill innocent Biafrans, that will be their end. We need to let the world know what is happening in Biafra land. A lot of Biafrans are being killed, massacred every day. BBC don't carry it. CNN don't carry it. Arise News don't talk about it. Channel News don't talk about it. We will be the one to tell our story. We will be the one to let the world know what is happening. If they want to suppress what is happening in Biafra land, just like 1967 to 1970, are we going to allow that to happen while we are dying in silence? Be prepared. If you are listening, you only enjoy to listen. You don't want to fund your freedom. You don't want to ask what you need to do to fund your freedom. Don't let Nigeria happen to you. A lot of those that so much believe in Nigeria, just like Amanda, the tragedy that just befallen her, if that have been like a United States of America or country in Western world where the government invests in their healthcare, her son will still be alive. Just because Nigeria don't care about her citizens, Nigeria, the hospitals in Nigeria is not well equipped. That is the reason why when any of these evil governors, presidents from that evil country, when they travel, whenever they're sick, they travel abroad for treatment. because they don't believe in the hospitals in the so-called Nigeria. If she have been part of this great movement with the words she have and found freedom, and if she have been vocal advocating for Biafran freedom, she have the voice, we believe that could have also, go a long way. Please don't let Nigeria happen to you. Those that believe in Nigeria, when Nigeria happened to them, some of them, I don't know what they're still doing. I don't know if they will still, if they're going to make a U-turn and support their freedom and ask questions. Just a few weeks ago, there is one of these heavyweight boxer that is well known, brought up in United Kingdom. We saw what happened after he got his fatal accident. No ambulance, no way to get to the hospital. I believe after his visit, after what happened to him, he will think twice before coming back to that country called Nigeria. While he is in UK enjoying life, he forgot to ask questions. He forgot to do what he's supposed to do, to secure a place that he called home, to secure a place that whenever he travel back, that place will be like where he coming from. Please, thank you from here. On Friday, we'll be having a question and answer section, but please, we want to prepare the mind of Biafrans that this time around, no going back. We will come out, we will defend our land, whatever it takes, eye for an eye. We're not going to allow few elites to come and ruin our life. And we can't keep quiet and let the Nigerian terrorist state keep killing us. If we keep quiet, they will be killing us. It's better we speak up. It's better we come out in mask and do what we're supposed to do. We need to copy and follow exactly what is happening in Iran today. I want each and every one of us to study what is happening in Iran. We are going to do exactly that. Every institute, everything that represents Nigeria in our land must go down. We must bring it down, and the ones parading themselves, the illegitimate governor, they must be prepared to leave Biafra land. This is not the time when we say we are instigating violence. I don't see what we are instigating. Why these people are killing us? Why these people are bringing terrorists to kill us? Why Hope Uzodinma is having meeting with Iranian officials? The same officials that are killing the people of Iran, the same officials that are sucking the blood of innocent people in Iran. These are the officials that Hope Uzodinma want to bring to Biafra land. These are people they choose, they want to wine and dine with. They want to sell us out to the highest bidder. They want to sell us, they want to turn us to slave in our own land. We will not allow that to happen. Thank you from here, and Minister of Information, thanks for the opportunity, and keep doing the good work. Please fund your freedom. Our website is Biafra Republic Government, government spelled in full. Biafra Republic Government.org. Please fund your freedom. Support your defense. Support those that are safeguarding the life of Biafran people. Support those that are fighting these terrorists. Support those that don't want what happened in Benue State to happen in Biafra land. Those that traveled to Biafra land this last year festive period from December to January, Some of them are saying it's peaceful. If it is not what the security of the Biafran people are doing, do you think it will be peaceful? Please, we are going to do something like never before. 2026 will never be like 2025. We'll make sure we invite Nigeria out of our land. It is our land. Over 130 years ago, we are not Nigeria. Our grandfather, grandmother, grandgrandfather, grandgrandmothers are not Nigerian. We and the Nigeria have nothing in common. We are not compatible. There is no relationship between light and darkness. The northern part of Nigeria, they are Islamic jihadists. That's what they practice. Them and their Sharia law. We Biafrans are Christians. We don't know what is Sharia law. We don't know what is jihadism. We don't know what God they worship. With them, we don't look like them. We don't dress like the West. Why they hate to wear with passion. We love Western education. Why they hate Western education. It is something in common. Few days ago in Washington, thank you very much. I think I don't know where I stop. Network. Am I coming out, Minister? I'm wrapping up.
Yes. Can hear you now. You're back.
Thank you very much. I'm just wrapping up, Biafrans. Few days ago, when I'm in Washington, having meeting, I spoke at length with a member of Congress, and one actually confirmed and agree with me that no matter whatever happened, even if United States of America try to unite the entire Nigeria, that there won't be peace, because we Christians in Biafra land, we are not compatible with the North, because we are different people. He concur and he actually shake his head and agree with me, and he also pronounced it that it will never work, that we must have our separate nation, and he is very supportive of our cause. And we pray all members of Congress and senators in United States government will be in the same page to save humanity, to do that which is just right, the reason why we are voted in, to serve the entire humanity, to serve the world. Because as it stands, whether United States of America agree or not, they are the leader of the free world. United States of America is the police of this world. They are the one in charge, and we Biafran people respect their leadership. And we also encourage United States of America congressmen and women to please serve with truth and honesty. Please, we want them to do what is right by recognizing Biafran people. And America also need allies. Ally like Biafra. We can all work together, fight together, counter this terrorism, because if we don't, they will kill us all. If we don't, they will take over. And if that happens, we know what it means. That means it's all over for humanity, because these Islamic jihadists, Their goal is to lead humanity to destruction. Everywhere they have stepped their foot, every country they have Islamized, that country never remained the same. Back in over 90, 60, 70 years ago, the people of Israel, they are not Islamist. Their culture is intact. Their way of life is intact. Their women have the full right like the men. What about today? They turn the women to minority. They turn the women to second-class citizens. The women in their world don't have the same equal right with the men. The same thing happened in Iran. In the early 70s, the Iranian women have the same equal right like the men. The Iranian women are free to go to soccer field, to a stadium, to watch sport and do whatever they want. But at the time, they are prohibited. They can't even express themselves. At the time, they are treated like second-class citizens. At the time, all the privileges, all rights are taken away from them. Is it just in Iran? It happened in Algeria. It happened in Tunisia. And it's happening in Nigeria today, of which the Biafran people are resisting. My fellow Biafrans, keep resisting. Keep the fire burning. Burn those that have come to burn you. Take the life of those that have come to take your life. Fight for your freedom and fund your freedom. Thank you very much.
Thank you, APM. And we appreciate your presence here today. And you have graced the space, and we take that as a closing remark for the day. We appreciate everyone that have joined here. Please always key in so that you can learn more. And also, when you look up here, you can see Biafra community. If you have not joined the Biafra community, click up here to join the Biafra community so that you stay connected and get all the news and details and every announcement and everything that we do. You can only get it in the Biafra community. It's a space for everybody, not only for Biafrans. Those that want to learn about Biafra, you can join. Those that are not Biafrans, you can join. Those that want to support Biafra, you can join. You want to know why we fight for Biafra, you can join. You want to know why we declare Biafra, you can join. If you want to know why we are defending Biafra, you can join. You want to know why Mazen Khan is behind prison, you can join. You want to know why Mazen Munagba is in prison, you can join. You want to know why Nigerian terrorist government wants us all dead, you can join. Salute all of you. Thank you so much to our honorable Lepian, and we look forward to seeing you again. There was everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
This is Beyonce's one and only sister. So obviously, she's gonna be very protective of her. And if she detects something that we ain't detected, who are we to say that she's crazy for pointing that shit out? I don't understand how that translates to me being a pick me. Men and the women have got to be. This week, Hollywood Management Discovery Plus. Vinnie Jones and Brages. Isn't he the one that used to look like a giant suede shoe? Very like a giant suede shoe, yes. Is it? Not only is he a Hollywood actor and TV star, he were a footballer first. Oh no, Chris has got pictures of him on his stand. He's grabbing Gaz's balls. See, I've met Vinnie Jones, but I met him when I used to go to football all the time. And back in the day, he told us so. Then he couldn't, crazy now.
Yeah. How was it? You know, I thought you